being stabbed. I don't care who you are, Cody. I'm going to talk about lightsaber fighting.
We're talking about lightsaber fighting.
You go to stab someone with a lightsaber and turn your lightsaber off, then they'll stab you because you don't have a lightsaber protecting your body.
You stab at them as they try to push it aside, you turn it off, so their sword is doing this, it's passed through where your lightsaber was, and you turn it back on again, and it's through the chest.
Brother, it takes at least half a second for a lightsaber to come out. You don't think a Force user's precognition is going to pick up on that and fucking bisect you like Darth Maul? Look, if you think that you've got the Force mastery, that you can build yourself a set of robot legs out of raw force and rage like Darth Maul did, shout out the Clone Wars, then you go right ahead. See how that turns out. Sorry, go ahead.
Sometimes I find
Blackwater
when
D&D.
I switch the
Star Wars.
Sometimes when I switch the lightsaber off, it takes me a couple hours before I can put it back on again. But I hear it differs from person to person.
Well, you're going to want to hydrate is the key.
Dear God. Welcome to Blackwater D&D. Thank you, Sean. Thank you, everyone. We are here tonight to play some good D&D for you. Maybe one day we'll play some Star Wars D&D because that's a thing. There is a Star Wars RPG. Oof. There is a Star Wars RPG out there, and there is a Star Wars module thing for D&D. So maybe we should do that. I am going to do some quick announcements here, and then we're going to jump into the action because we left off on a big old cliffhanger last week. As the world moves steadily forward, please consider donating to reputable organizations to help those fleeing and fighting against terror, war, and oppression. You can type _action in the chat to find links. Apologies if I'm sniffling all over the place. I have nasty allergies today, so I apologize if I sniffle through these announcements. A big thank you to our sponsors, Legendcraft, a nerdy woodworking company from Calgary. Check them out if anything tickles your fancy. Enter the code of Blackwater at checkout for a discount. We are also proud to be sponsored by Sirenscape because epic games require epic sound. We have two amazing partners. The first up is Legend Keeper. This is the ultimate world building tool created by DMs for DMs. It is a Canadian and US company. They are an absolute delight to work with. We are working on getting everything started getting things ported over to Legend Keeper, and if our computers cooperate, you'll be able to come hang out with us on that. We're working on it. So you can type !Legend Keeper in the chat for more info, which brings us to our next partnership. It is indeed Kobold Press. If you have been following along with the Margrave campaign, we are nearing its completion. We have maybe 2 more episodes left. It features Tim in the DM seat. Our campaign is called The Rotting Heart, set in the Margrave Forest. It is an absolute delight, and players are myself and Cody and Adam and our dear friends Gordy Lucius and Brianna DeCoster of Utahime Cosplay. So fun. Type !Kobold in the chat to come watch along. Love as always to our dice goddess Keisha and our campaign artist Tiana. You can find them on Instagram at all of the links in the chat. You know where they are. Tiana's commissions are open, so please go support her and help her fix her computer. You can DM her to get yourself some art. We have a merch. We have a Discord. We have a YouTube. You want to find out where those are? You know the links in the chat. A big thank you to those of you who subscribe to us. Don't forget to re-up your subscriptions as they don't roll over every month. You can sub with your Amazon Prime. You get 1 free sub every month. Thanks, Tim, for throwing up all those links there. I saw that. If you want to sub or donate above and beyond, you can type !donate in the chat to do that. Thank you also just for showing up week after week and coming to hang out with us. Yes, look at our mods going and hanging out. This is great. Before I jump into our programming this week, Lennon, what are you up to on your channel this week?
Oh, I've been doing a lot of Grounded. Doing some Sims. I want to rebuild a whole Sims town, but usual times that I'll be live are tomorrow around 3:30 probably, and then I've been streaming. What days do I stream? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like 5:36 now because I work.
Amazing. Well, that's so great. Adam, what are you doing on your channel this week? I know it's something fun.
Moist Mondays. Got some Subnautica. We're getting wet, wild, under the water. Warcraft Wednesdays, where we take our good boy Scruffy McGuffy and we Will Smith the people of Azeroth. And then Thursday, we are doing a 12-hour birthday stream with a 30-hour cap. Every sub is 5 minutes. Every dollar donation is a minute. We'll see how long we can go. I don't expect it to go too long, but we'll see. And then Friday will be the completion of that, hopefully. And I also want to use this platform to say, apparently, Ravenswood says, Sean, that my theory is canon for the most powerful Sith ever did that move. And So
yeah, no, look, it's Star Wars, so anything can happen. But like, if we're talking about lightsaber, where? Okay, Raven,
Should we change our tag to
okay,
Star
also,
Wars?
who are you talking about when you say most powerful Sith? Like, surely that's subjective. Or are we getting deep into the G canon? Is this pre-Disney purchase or post? Because like now the fucking expanded universe is
also. I'm just gonna use this, but Cody streams as well. So go check out
Cody does. You can hang out with Cody and lots of friends on their stream, and I'm sure that we will have time during both the intro and the break to talk all things Star Wars. I love this. Yes. This week for us, we are here obviously Saturday. Lots of stuff going on for us this week. On Sunday, we have our latest episode, our next coming episode of episode 6 of the Margrave campaign, The Rotting Heart, over at twitch.tv/Kobold Press. So please come hang out with us there. And then on a special night, Tuesday of next week, we have DM Roulette. We have some amazing guests coming to join us next Tuesday. It's a Vancouver special this week. So from Blackwater here, it'll be myself and Adam and Tim. And then also joining us is GM Tim. He's going to come hang out with us. We also have Roz from A Filthy Lot, and another amazing Vancouver DM, Kevin Parr from Dice Cream Sandwich. So it is truly a Vancouver special. It is going to be an absolute delightful time. We're really, really stoked to have everyone join us. So please.
This is May, or this is Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Cool, because I was like, if this is May, then I won't be in Vancouver, and I will ruin the Vancouver specialist. But
no, you can't ruin the Vancouver special, but it is on Tuesday. So, is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's
great. Okay, cool.
Do we need to talk about this
later?
That's great.
Okay, cool. So we next week also then we are back on Saturday with our main campaign, episode 94. We also have some upcoming new scheduling for us. We had our what was supposed to be our series finale of the Weird West last week, but we just need one more. We just need one more session, so that will be coming to you within the next month, when we have time to put that up there for you. We're very excited to go back to the Weird West one more time now that the Shoth have been destroyed for now. So we will be back there very soon. Our upcoming scheduling includes 2 new campaigns that will be starting in May: the Raging Bulls Saga, which Adam will be in the DM seat for, featuring myself returning as Jersey, Cody returning as Oleander, and welcoming Eric back to the stream as a Minotaur yet unannounced. It's going to be very, very fun. That'll be on the second Wednesday of every month. And then on the third Wednesday of each month, I will be returning to the DM seat and bringing you a new in-canon campaign called Exalted. It's going to be very, very fun. A tier 4 campaign. And we've got Adam and Cody and Len and Becca and Pond. Oh my, it's going to be a very, very good time. So yeah, we can't wait to share this brand new content with you. It's going to be an absolute treat. And thank you all so much for supporting us. It's going to be very, very good. So lastly, whether you're new with us tonight or you've been with us for ages, thank you so much for your support. We love you immensely. And thank you for hanging out with us at our table. We hope you feel super welcome here. Cody, roll the clip. Roll the clip. Roll the clip.
Whoa. I was not expecting it because it was so nice what he said right before.
We're usually ready for spicy Cody, and when it's nice Cody, we're just like,
It's so disarming.
Tim, take it away.
All right.
We're done.
So yeah, we'll just, that's where we're gonna end.
Thanks everybody. That's campaign 1. It's been a treat.
Cliffhanger.
treat.
So For those of you just joining us tonight, last week, Blackwater continued their journey through the foggy jungle of Karis. They were set upon by a large bat-like creature and 2 dwarven vampires. And after a difficult fight, they managed to dispatch the bat creature, only to have one of the dwarves escape, activating a beacon. After letters went to investigate, it appeared the beacon was guarded by 2 clockwork statues. They regrouped and pressed ahead, only to be ambushed once again in the fog as they made their way to Kane's mansion. After dispatching another vampiric creature, they decided to try to take a short rest in a shallow cave. However, piercing shrieks echoed from the cave behind them as a figure approached them in the fog. So you hear this kind of cacophonous sound coming from somewhere inside of the cave, as the figure in the fog, with your perception check, looks to be about maybe 120 feet away.
What does it's like a piercing shriek coming from the cave?
Yeah, it's kind of echoing from inside the cave. It's difficult to tell how far away it is because of the echoing of the cave.
I am going to pick up a pebble and I'm going to cast light on the pebble, and I'm going to throw the pebble into the cave.
Okay. So you grab it, you toss it down, and you see the cave is not as shallow as it appeared. It in fact goes for quite a distance, and you see the kind of light. And as it passes after about 30 feet, you see 2 large kind of bat-like creatures hanging from the roof, kind of crawling towards the mouth of the cave. And you can see they have elongated heads and massive, massive sharp teeth that kind of gnash together, and a thick, almost kind of mane of hair as they kind of approach towards you. I'm going to have everyone roll initiative.
Here we go.
And Neppy was just going, everyone back up, back up, back up.
Okay.
In my test rolling, I rolled 2 natural 20s. That was not a natural 20.
You burned them too early.
I am not in my usual location, and I realized did not bring my dice, so I'm using exclusively dice rollers for D20 rolls, which feels really fucked up.
That's in my heart.
Fucked up.
I have a dice rolling app on my phone that I really like, not one online. I just downloaded one.
Anytime I have to roll above 6 dice, if it's 8d8, easy. But for just do you see the wall real good? Absolutely not. That's gotta be. That's gotta be analog, baby.
25 to 20.
Shit.
20 to 15.
17. How am I first?
16. Because I'm not rolling analog.
Day when Neppy's rolling first.
It makes sense though. Neppy did see the person outside the cave.
I know, but gosh.
15 to 10.
That's a 10, Tim.
10 for Khale. And 10 to 5.
7.
9.
Oh, Kali with a 9 and Finnan with the lowest. That
Would
never
you roll
happens.
like a 2?
I rolled a 4. I just roll well for initiative. I don't have a great initiative.
Higher bonus.
No, I just got a +3. I just usually roll well. I think Finn is just exsanguinated on the floor, just I've got nothing.
So you hear the figure standing in the fog. I've come to parlay. Sounds just like Kane. What say you? And that's going to be his turn. He's standing 120 feet out in the fog. The bat-like creatures are going to... They are going to...
Not to shoot myself in my own foot here, but it was me that rolled the natural one and found the cave, so Kali would be right at the front.
Yeah, they are like, you can see them very clearly. They are pretty horrific. You watch as they crawl towards the edges of the cave, and they, like, as they get about 20 feet from you, they take off, and their massive wings kind of fold around them as they fly by all of you in the cave and up into the air. With their ability, they do not provoke attacks of opportunity. So they are flying above you.
Okay.
About 10 feet. All right. It is Neppy's turn.
Can I see Kane in the fog?
Mm-hmm. You can see the kind of outline of him. He's pretty far.
This is quite the show of force you've put on. Is it actually you, or just some visage of you that we are graced with now?
Suppose you'll have to come and find out.
Does that count as my action, Tim? Talking to him?
We can say you can chat with him a bit.
I'm gonna take. Yeah, grabbing my holy symbol, just like holding on to it. I am going to walk. I'm gonna start walking towards him.
Okay. All right. It is Letter's turn.
Yeah, parlay sounds great, and I'm just going to ready a fireball, not a fireball, firebolt. If the bats do anything aggressive, you just got to call off these bats. We don't need to toast no bats. We're all just talking here.
They'll stay right where they are.
All right, and I start moving along with Neppy.
All right. Khale?
Yeah, I will follow them as well, but I will sort of have my hand ready on my hammer.
Okay. All right. Kali?
Yeah, I'd follow along. Is it possible for me to ready an action if anyone gets hostile? Like attack?
Yeah, you can ready your action.
I'd love to do that.
So you ready your attack as you move 30 feet along with everyone else. Finnan?
How far away is Kane?
120 feet.
Cool. I'm going to step forward. I'm going to wipe underneath my eyes, casting True Sight. Is this an illusion or is this really Kane?
Seems to be Kane.
Oh shit! I'm going to look back at the bats. Are they illusions? Maybe. Hopefully.
No, they seem to be real creatures.
Do we have mind speak up? Or
We do not.
We do not. Well, I'm going to say under my breath. That's really Kane. And then I'm going to walk forward. I'm going to have my sword out.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll move another 30 feet. Now, as for the show of force, I'm afraid I did not realize you'd be trespassing. That was unintentional. They are just trained to keep out intruders. You should have told me you were coming.
I think given how much research you had done on us, we were hoping to even the playing field a bit, but we evidently do not have the deft touch that you do. Apologies for making such a mess of your island.
Kind of looks at all of you. So, do you guys all move ahead again?
I wouldn't go any closer than 60 feet.
60 feet. Great.
Yeah, 60 feet sounds
okay, so
good.
you move another 30 feet. That was great because he was
as I am getting.
he was gonna be like, that's close enough. So
I would like to spend my action on my turn to regain a warlock spell slot with my spear.
totally.
As long as we
the
walk
bats
forward,
have moved along as well, and they're about 30 feet behind.
I just kind of like channel energy through the spear, and you watch as like purple veins kind of run through my body momentarily.
Kali still has Death Ward on
Yeah.
her.
Does Finnan still have Death
Finnan
Ward?
does, and Neppy does as well. The three of us have Death Ward on us.
Great.
Oh, this is spooky, Tim.
Now, I knew you were all very powerful. I had no doubt of that. And I tried to do this in a civil way and negotiate with you. But it appears as though perhaps that was futile.
Forgive me if I wax poetic,
But it seems like, of all the things I have seen in my life, I have learned to live in the grey. My feelings about you are pretty black and white. Okay.
Well, that is a shame.
For whom?
I suppose for all of us.
Look, Kane, I went and talked to my people. They're not happy about it, but they are drafting the papers. The mechanisms are in motion that this deal could still go through, but after speaking to the people of Clore and seeing the little of your operation that we have so far, I have pretty serious reservations about your getting a majority stake in the Dresden Trading Company and what that would mean for the town. Now, it doesn't mean the thing is off, but given what we got here, I don't think I can in good conscience, there you go through with the deal that we pitched.
Well, that is a shame. But I will make you a new offer. I will allow you to take Ubtao. Fulfill your mission. I won't bother you. All that I ask in return is that you do not bother me ever again.
That is to say, we come here and break up your shit again. Like, I just want to mean, like, if you come to Dresda and do some dirty shit down there, then of course we have to get rugged. But you stay in your corner of the world, we stay in ours. Ubtao goes home.
Indeed.
You're an adroit businessman. Is that right, Kane?
I would say so.
If we brought this offer to you, what would your first thoughts be?
The
offer that you just gave us.
I would take it.
You wouldn't think maybe it's a little too good to be true?
Well, I would look at the position I'm in, where I am, and what I stand to gain. I do not wish to be bothered. That is all I'm asking. I know this is perhaps not in my best interest, but I also do not wish to be a keeper of a Titan. I have gotten what I need from him.
And what exactly is that?
That is my business.
Behind my back, because as I talk, I would have stepped forward. Behind my back, I cast minor illusion to create a small key, an image of a key that everyone else can see. Right, so you're done with Ubtao, and you're ready to shell him off onto us. That seems like a good deal to me.
I simply do not wish to be bothered anymore. I do not want to see you people ever again.
What of Bix?
Thank you, Finn.
Well, first I would like to know your answer.
Bix is an important part of why we're here, so
if
she's a part of the deal.
If I make her part of the deal, will you leave me alone?
I look back to the others.
Look, I can only speak for myself, but
same.
We came here for Ubtao, we came here for Bix. And if we can part on friendly terms, which it sounds, friendly in a hermit kind of way, then that is amenable to me.
I agree.
That's my 2 cents.
What does this deal mean for your potential expansion of your... I mean, are you going to look to move into other parts? Are you saying you're going to not continue expanding? I'm just curious, because we could run into you in other places. If you stay here on this island, then yes, of course, we can avoid you and not bother you. But if turns out you start poking around in our neighborhood, that becomes much more difficult.
Well, Khale, it just means I have to wait a little longer to expand my operation. You will all die one day.
I love that. Till death do us part. That really works for me.
It might take a while on my part.
Finnan, this is a good deal.
No, it's a great deal. I just want him to know what deal he's signing. Give or take a couple 100 years. But I'm sure that's nothing to you.
Can we talk about it? Give us a moment to confer. We're a large group of many differing...
Talk amongst yourselves.
Can I take 10 minutes so we can talk in our brains?
Very well.
Thank you. 1 second. 10 minutes pause off the clock. And for the rest of this conversation, everyone's going to have their things, and then afterwards we'll talk to him and we won't have to do the thing. This is a win-win. I assume that Ubtao's going to be in some busted-ass state, but we can't do anything about that anyways.
He got what he wanted.
And worst comes to worst, after we deal with the Matron of Vengeance, we can always come back and kill this guy anyways.
Also, I don't think he knows that we know about the study.
We don't need the study.
Well, no, but I'm saying if he doesn't know that we know that that's his turf, could just be a happy accident if we stumble upon him there.
Yeah.
I feel uncomfortable letting him live, to be honest.
Agreed. But I also know that I come with a heavy amount of bias.
He also has us on the back foot.
It is my job to uphold the border, the boundary between life and death. He has existed in the middle for over 2,000 years, running completely of his own will and volition, killing as he likes, turning some good people. I am sorry. I am. If we as a group decide to go forward with this decision, I will respect that. But I cannot put my name towards it. I am sorry.
Let me just put it this way. This guy's a bad dude who probably shouldn't be around. However, in our current state, if we go toe-to-toe with this guy and his two lovely bat eagles, I'll call them beagles, then there's a good chance that not all of us walk away. We all walk away right now with both the things we came here to get. We know more about his operation. If we want to come back later and, finish this job,
he might have a magical means to hold us to our word, but we'll see.
Even so, our number one thing is the Matron of Vengeance, and we're going to need all hands on deck. If we lose one of us here, dealing with some guy who might be a problem, then we risk everything with the person we know is a problem.
How many diamonds do you have, Nebby?
Enough.
Enough for 3 of us to die, 2 of us to die?
Kelly's got a set, do you not?
And if the fight goes long and we don't have the minute?
For 1, 2, 3, 4 of us. Revivification for 4 of us.
And so that's enough for 2 of us if things go long?
I think we're going to have to vote on it. I don't think there's a way.
Kali, we haven't heard anything from you. What do you reckon here?
I don't like the guy. I don't want him to live. If we make the deal, I want Kamea's earring.
That sounds fair.
He'll likely just steal something else, but I understand why you want that in there.
He has assurances on all of us. I can appreciate wanting to get back. He's got some. I guarantee you, he has something on Kokanee, my children.
But just that he displayed it. I feel like there's a reason if he was to display it.
Of course. It was a show of force. It was a show of... He wants us to feel uncomfortable. He wants us on the back foot. And I want him dead.
Can I...
Permanently.
Can we word in there that if we so much as see anyone who works for him in any of the places that we visit, the deal is off? I want to put a hard boundary in place that stops his work in Dresden.
Look, I want you all to understand, this is just both of us buying time. Him waiting for us to die of natural causes, I don't buy that for a second.
Okay, but why then is he willing to give this up?
Because we could kill him right now. We don't know how powerful the people we've cut through.
He's also not in his lair.
We've torn a path through his island. We are bad news.
This is damage control.
We don't want to die. He doesn't want to die. We're both buying time to be better suited to take the other one out eventually.
If he's as old as he says he is, he probably knew Velsum. And we took out Velsum. He probably knows the level at which we punch. And...
But then let's punch.
Why don't we
There's
kill
also a
him?
good chance that if we take him out as such, there may be
He has
another one of him
contingencies.
ready to bounce back, much like Velsum or something else. If we want to take this guy down, it is a whole group project that we're going to need to, we can't wing it.
We need, remember when I said before, I want to gather information and find out, and that's a thing that takes time, and we can't do that with the matron breathing down our necks. I can deal with him eventually. We can all do this as a group, but we need to take our time around it and find out. Maybe if he doesn't return in an hour, Bix gets killed, or Ubtao gets killed. We don't know. He has contingencies. He's smart. I think our best bet right now is to take this deal, get what we came for, and buy ourselves some time to figure it out later. But the matron takes precedence. If we spend more time fucking around trying to deal with Kane, then we're going to spend resources that we need to fight the matron.
Okay, well, you make a good point, and I can see your logic, but I will come back.
We can all come back.
Potentially there might
But we get the earring or else
further-
we don't go. Right? Earring, Bix, Ubtao, you got a deal.
Before we agree to this, just in case things turn sideways, how is everyone? Where are we sitting?
I have magic. I have a parachute if we need to get us out. I am constitute.
I could do a dust up, but I could not guarantee stopping him from leaving. If he tries to teleport or something juicier, it's a coin toss.
I've got a little magic and I'm pretty injured, but I could probably get into a dust up.
Kali, how are you?
How am I? Let's see. I did the thing. Sorry.
I like to think this is Kali being really carefully just checking all of her ribs and being
Poking the holes and seeing how deep they go.
Good.
That's
yeah, that hurt. That one hurt.
single
that one
knuckle.
hurt.
That's a single knuckle.
Lymph nodes are swollen. I might be going down with something.
I have.
That's
I have,
a full hand.
I have my lower levels, and I could revivify someone.
How does Kali look healthy?
Yeah, does Kali look injured at all?
Yeah, she does.
I vote deal.
I vote deal.
I vote deal if it means that you guys will come back with me eventually.
Of course.
Oh yeah. Let's fuck this guy up.
Then deal. Maybe we will fix this.
I cannot vote yes. I'm sorry.
I understand, but
As High Priestess of Nephthisiket, I cannot vote yes.
I understand, but I want you to know that we will come back. Just know that we're not leaving him to keep doing what he's doing. just...
There is a catch. You know this. If we say yes right now, there is a catch.
You'll find a way to lock us in.
I also can't vote yes.
I cannot.
Clack.
No, this one's on you guys. I don't want to. I'm not strong enough to take him on, but I'm there. I mean, if we do it, I'm there. If we don't, I'm there.
If we want to deal with this guy, it cannot stop with just killing whatever that is that we're looking at. We're going to have to go through that entire mansion, room by room, to make sure whatever he's got that ensures that he lives another 10,000 years doesn't function. I just want you to understand
destruction.
that is what that entails. This is not just a one fight. This is, we fight this thing and his two bats, and then we fight everything in that castle. That is what the pitch is.
And probably him again.
We don't know that, but that is possible.
Letters, I trust everything you say, and you make valid points all the way through, all the way down. This is one of the parts of my role that I must wear. I'm sorry. I will go with whatever we decide, whatever is the democratic decision. I trust all of you, and you make all very sound arguments.
Tim, while we're having this conversation, I want to kneel down and tie my shoe, but at the same time pick up a rock and really sort of start to familiarize myself with where we are and this cave and that kind of thing.
Yeah, you're kind of out of the cave a little bit, but yeah, in this kind of
this area,
yeah. Smart.
Okay, I can accept that. Sounds like the vote is 3 ayes, 2 nays, 1 abstain. The ayes have it. Should I deliver our terms?
Yeah, if you want.
Boop, boop. All right. I'm going to stride to be 60 feet away from Kane.
Okay.
All right. Minor catch. Ubtao, Bix, and we're going to need Kamea's earring back.
I'm afraid I don't have the earring on me, but I can agree to the terms. Other than that,
Do you have the means of getting it here?
the earring?
Yeah.
No,
Really?
I'm not able to just summon it out of thin air.
You got people who can do that. Do we have some means of returning the earring to our possession?
You may have one of the earrings, sure.
One of.
Didn't we only give him one?
No, he's probably got something on all of us, don't you? You like
No,
to
as in
look and
back in the
watch.
day with Latour, we only gave him
Yeah, you
one.
only
Yeah,
give him
right.
one. Yeah, you
Only give him
only
one,
give him
yeah.
one.
Yeah, the one that the one on the desk.
Sure, I'll have someone bring it by.
Sweet.
And yes, to answer your question, of course I do.
What's it like to sit in your mansion, away from prying eyes, watching the world? How is that for you?
Served me well so
See that?
far. I've learned quite a bit.
Have you?
I have. It's one of the only things that brings me joy these days.
Other than bringing countless ages of suffering on other people.
What do you mean?
Forgive me.
I offer people immortality.
Is it an offer, though?
Of course. If they don't want to live forever, they just die.
It's not much of a choice, is it?
I suppose.
Is that the offer you were given?
Me? No.
I assume you weren't always like this.
No, I was not.
So then, did you choose it, or were you offered the same offer?
I was delivered a gift in a time of need.
In my head, I'm going to be like, Khale, I think he might be the first.
No, Kane, you left somewhere. Who needed you, didn't you? You left quite quickly, from what I understand.
Yes, I left.
Leaving your sister to carry the weight.
No. They abandoned me.
Did they?
I sued for peace. I didn't want Caradoc to get involved at all. They were bloodthirsty. How many people died in Caradoc? Do you have any idea?
Most of it. All of it.
For what?
I'm assuming you have the answer. Go ahead.
I don't. I wanted peace. I sued for peace. I did everything in my power to stop Caradoc from going to war. My sister was a zealot. Followed her goddess into a war and brought all of the people along with her. So I left, and they called me a coward and a traitor.
In our heads, I'm going to say, don't say anything about Arathis. Don't say anything about Arathis. I want to see how much he knows. Don't mention it. If he brings it up, it gives us information. Don't give him any information he doesn't willingly provide.
What about your god? Didn't you have to die to meet her? How does that seem fair? You had to forfeit your life just to prove she was real. Seems like it's asking a lot.
And would give again. A price I willingly gave and would give again. Over and over again. To uphold my job, my role.
Your role. Very well.
Who gave you this gift, if it's not a gift from the gods?
That is my business alone.
Sure. I was just asking a question. I thought we were sharing. And can I ask, what did you do to earn this gift, if you don't want to tell me who gave it to you? You said you were in a time of need. It seems that we are as well. Maybe this person, deity, can be of assistance to us.
I'm afraid I'd rather not put you in touch with them.
And why is that? Are they going to ask things of us?
I don't want any of you to live forever.
Feelings mutual.
All right.
I think we've had enough of spitting words at each other. Let's figure this out.
Ubtao, Bix, here today. The earring, which is in Clore.
Yes.
We can pick that up.
Is it the brothel, right?
That was.
I will have someone deliver it to your keep.
Right.
Okay. That sounds great. Yeah, you know what? You can leave. Yeah, okay, sure.
I'll have them leave it with Codis.
That'd be great. Love that.
Great.
So you're going to be able to have your employees continue to operate?
That is the deal we are agreeing to. Yes.
Is that they stop operating?
Stop operating where?
In Wolfreen.
I'm afraid not. I have employees everywhere.
I think the deal goes that if we're not aware of his operations, as we haven't been thus far, out of sight, out of mind is, I believe, what Kane here is going for. Which sounds reasonable. He hasn't been a problem for us up until this point. we continue to not be a problem for one another. Everybody gets what they want.
I appreciate your level-headedness.
Well, businessman. This is business. We just want to save the world.
A noble, noble cause.
We cool, everybody? Okay, sounds like we're cool.
Kind of gestures up to the two bat figures. They'll escort you to Ubtao's prison and have him released to your care.
Could we hang out here, get Bix first? I feel like it'd be easier to move with Bix than it is to move with Ubtao.
Bix is not on the island, but I'll have her delivered to Chlor.
Where is she?
That is my business.
Your business.
But I can assure you she is safe.
And what guarantees do we have that you're not leading us into a trap?
I suppose you don't. You'll just have to trust me.
We're gonna need Bix before we leave the island.
Then you can wait by the shore and I'll have someone row her over from Chlor.
She is in Chlor.
Why don't we just go to...
What's the whole island?
Or the island of Othos.
Okay.
Near
The whole area is called
probably.
Chlor, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can you give us a general thing? Because we have operatives on various islands that we could get in contact with and, through middle folk, get Bix handed off. We don't have to necessarily, he looks to the agreement of everyone, collect her in person, just have people we trust guarantee her safety.
Would you like to have me get her delivered to the temple to Avandra?
Neppy, would that be satisfactory?
Very well.
Alive.
I will let them know.
Fully
Of course.
alive.
She is fully alive, despite my best efforts.
Okay.
She is fully alive.
Sounds like the plan is we head over to Ubtao. We get Ubtao released, and we all just hang out until we get confirmation on Bix's delivery.
You will need to leave the island if you wish to contact anyone in Azura.
You don't have like a way that you can turn it off for 10 minutes that we can talk to folk?
I'm afraid it doesn't work like that.
Can we teleport out of here, or do we have to
No.
boat out of here?
You will have to go out the way you came in.
How are you going to contact the people to call them off?
I have my own ways.
Can we use those ways?
You'll have to trust me and take me for my word.
Seems like a lot of trust going on.
Back in
We'll have to
my
practice.
in our head, how are we gonna get back here if we can't teleport in or out?
Boat, apparently.
That doesn't answer that question, though.
The study.
He
Yeah,
is
this-
taking the study as his own. If we get into the study, we can take him from there. This is awful,
Exactly.
everyone. I am
But the
going along
problem-
with this, and this is awful.
The problem with going through the study is that it would take too long to find a way in. Once we've dealt with the matron, time isn't a problem.
I hate this. I hate this.
I don't know how to walk away from here and leave him here.
Get us to Ubtao.
All right. Fair enough, because we know what happens. If we don't get Bix, then we all have to come back here,
Exactly.
guns blazing, and none of us want that.
No.
So we will just have to take you on your word and trust that your means of communication, you've done pretty well not leaving the island for a long time. I reckon it'll hold up. Okay. Want to
And
shake
time-
on it, or just a verbal agreement works for you?
Verbal agreement works just fine.
Okie doke. All right. We'd love to go see our Titan. Thank you very much.
All right. So you watch as he turns and he walks off into the fog as the two bats kind of fly overhead and start flying in the other direction from where you are coming from as you follow them for about an hour and a half.
I'm praying the whole way. Like you see, Neppy is crying. She's upset. She's very upset. She's probably just crying and praying as she walks. She doesn't make eye contact with anyone.
All right. And you arrive at the edge of a kind of clearing, and you can see the fog is fairly thick, but you see a massive iron spike, similar to what you saw earlier, Letters, the same one. And you see now as you get closer, there is a huge pit that's probably about 400 feet across.
Nice.
And you can see 6 massive iron spikes driven into the ground with these iron chains that lead down into the pit. And you can see they are covered in runes as they go down. And you can see as you get up close that inside of these iron spikes, you can see there is a fairly large shard of blue crystal. And the runes have this kind of bluish glow to them.
Do I recognize that crystal now?
Yeah, that's aerolite. It was a big chunk of aerolite.
He has been, and I would say this right out loud, he's using Caraxian technology. That's how he's doing it. He is amplifying things. When you talked before about the thing you saw, everything here is through amplification. He's using Caraxian technology.
That makes sense.
He's Caraxian.
Yeah.
He is probably the only Caraxian other than his sister who survived the Dawn War and Tauren.
No, I mean, didn't Tauren's family get out?
They did, but I mean those that were in the city. As the city started to fall. He was the royal family.
Sounds like he wasn't in the city when it fell.
No, he left.
You watch as the two bats kind of like, or bat-like creatures kind of land. They're different from the one that ambushed you before. You haven't seen these kind before. But they land on the iron spike, and they both let out kind of this like shrill shriek that kind of echoes through the fog. And you watch as the chain kind of moves and shifts, gets pulled taut, and then you watch as from either side, you watch larger clockwork figures kind of come out. They almost look like Warforged, but they're larger, and you can see their metal design is a lot harsher than any of the Warforged you saw in Caradoc. As they come over, and you watch as they go to start dismantling the chain, and you watch as they like pull apart. The two of them work together and like kind of pull the chain apart one by one, going around on the 6 chains. As they you watch as as they do it, the chain kind of flips down into the pit. And as the last one kind of finishes, you watch and you can hear this kind of massive like shifting and kind of like the earth kind of moving underneath you as you hear it, as you watch as this like massive kind of coiled figure appears, and the head kind of comes up over the side of this massive pit of this like huge wide mouthed serpent, its head almost kind of diamond shaped, and you can see like its snout kind of has 2 sort of pointed ends to it, and you can see these like large glowing yellow eyes. As you see Ubtao before you.
I'd kneel.
What is our plan now that we have Ubtao?
We talk to him. We talk to them.
I'm going to step forward.
Go ahead, Phil.
I'll ditto, Neil.
Ubtao, it's an honor to meet you. We wish that it was under different circumstances. We are Blackwater. We seek your aid.
We must leave this place quickly.
Agreed.
Yeah, can we get him freed?
You watch as he the chains have been broken. You watch as he slides over. You watch as his whole form shrinks into the size of about a garter snake with similar form. And he slithers up, and Finn, you're right there.
I put my hand down to the ground.
He just comes up and coils right up your arm, and kind of his head sort of rests near your shoulder. Quickly.
Let's go.
Please. And you can see and the bat-like creatures kind of screech, and they start flying you towards the shore.
Beauty.
I'm gonna reach up, touch Ubtao, and cast invisibility.
All right.
So that Ubtao is unseen.
Okay. The bats lead you back to the cove where you first landed with Glade. You can't see Glade because the cove is kind of covered, but they lead you to the shore and kind of hang back just at the edges of the forest.
Bye. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you very much.
Bye.
Just kind of wait at the edge of the forest.
They're waiting till we leave.
Oh, is he over to the boat?
You head over and you see Glade there kind of hiding. What's going on?
Don't. I'm gonna, as I walk past, I'm going to stop concentrating on the invisibility on Ubtao. I'm just gonna walk past where Glade is hiding and brush my hand along him and cast invisibility and just be like, follow.
And he kind of climbs into the boat. The 3 boats that you have. And you leave the island?
Before we leave off, I look towards where I know Glade is sitting. Glade, we had to make a decision.
What do you mean? What? No, you can't be.
We didn't hear you there.
My gain is all over the place tonight. I'm very sorry. Kane offered us the Titan if we left. And here we are. I'm so sorry.
He was there?
He was, yes. I'm sorry.
We'll deal with Kane eventually.
You'll never see him again.
I know. Glade, I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
My heart aches. I know.
You did what you had to do. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
I have...
Did you get to his mansion?
No. He meant we worked our way through the forest and trying to catch a rest before we went inside. And he showed up and asked for a parlay. I feel like I have failed you and failed myself.
No, not at all. You did what you had to do.
It doesn't feel good enough, does it?
No, it's fine. You have bigger issues at hand. I understand. I'm not upset.
Glade, I promise you, when this is taken care of, we will track down and take care of every single one of his businesses to the point where he has to come deal with us personally.
We just need time. We don't have time right now. It might be worth discussing.
What was it's Glade, and who's the other person?
Colton.
And Dara.
Might be worth discussing with Colton. Extricating yourself from Clore for the time being.
This is their home. Finan.
I'm aware.
A lot of people making a new home in Dresda.
He's right.
Where I can assure everyone that the Watch will have a vested interest in making sure that Kane's operation is found and snuffed out.
Well, we know where it already is.
The
Part
whole
of it, at
operation.
least. No, I understand. We can get... How many people do you have on the island still?
Probably about 12 of us.
I've
I've moved most of the operation off island.
There you go.
I can take some, and you can take the rest.
It's all right.
Me? No, I'm fucking spent.
We can find our way off.
You will
If
be
we need to.
welcome in. I I'm sorry if I am speaking for you, letters, but you will be welcome in Dresda.
Yeah, no, that's 100%. Straight up though, this guy is like the head of a thieves guild, right? Like,
and yet he has helped us so much along the way.
Yeah. But no, it just, if we're like, just for the record, if we're worried about like associating with killers, like this guy seems he's done us a solid, so he gets a pass. But like,
oh no, actually, thieves guilds are actually quite good for a city's economy. It's kind of a symbiotic relationship.
Really?
So also,
yeah.
what's that phrase? Honor.
Studies have proven.
Translates better in Infernal, but I think it's something about honor amongst thieves.
Isn't there no honor amongst thieves?
I don't know. It's a translation error, perhaps.
Well, that's what we say in Scar. Anyways, yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, we'll set you up. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. Okay. Who wants to row?
This is a fun fact that Adam Nosen is really excited about, but there's an example of a medieval city that found and wiped out the entirety of their thieves guild, like local thieves guild, and the economy went to fucking shambles because basically the way it was like when things weren't getting smuggled into the city, like things just started drying up. It's crazy like how important a thieves guild was to a medieval city economy. Fun little fact there for you.
I mean, yeah, for a medieval. Look, we're not here to talk about the economics, especially in a fucking anarchistic city like Dresda, which is really fucking Wild West. Anyways, it's basically, it doesn't matter. Ooh, that is interesting to Sean, though. Not what we're here for. The merits of a thieves guild in a place where nothing is contraband.
They just become a business. They just become a reputable business.
Yeah, they're just a business. Yeah. Hey, do you ever think of going legit?
Are you looking for a job?
Glade? Yeah, Glade, like, you're really good. As far as I can tell, what you are is you're an import-export business that's really good at flying under the radar. I don't think you have to be illicit. You're going to be perfect in Dresda, man.
Well, strictly speaking, what we do in Clore is not illicit. That's why we do it here.
Oh, great. Yeah, come on over to Dresda. It's the same thing, just no vampire. Less vampires.
It's also a desert, so a lot of sun, so probably a lot less vampires. And if they're there, they're having a bad time.
It's bad for vampires out in Dresda.
It's kind of you to offer, but not all of the clientele that I deal with like authority of any kind.
I mean, it's pretty fucking loosey-goosey.
Or people in power, so you may not like everyone I do business with.
Right,
but it is appreciated.
Well, hey, if you just ever want to come out,
we can work out terms.
Okay, that sounds good.
We don't run afoul of local customs.
Yeah, well, you talk to Blue Ribbon. She's got the head for numbers. I'm just an ideas guy.
Do you deal with information as well?
Yes.
Good. You and I might have a somewhat of a relationship moving forward.
It's good to know. Helps to have powerful friends.
These oars are begging.
Yeah,
Finn is so happy to be rowing a boat. He's like, oh yeah, back to good old fashioned exercise.
Neppy is absolutely silent at this point.
All right. So you row and you get probably about 2 hours out into the water before Neppy, you hear on your sending stone. Neppy?
Is it Kogan?
Yes.
Darling?
Oh, I've been trying to reach you.
What's wrong?
No, nothing. I just...
I'm sorry.
I did some digging.
Tell me. Yes. I'm sorry, darling.
No.
Is that Kokanee on the sending stone, Neppy?
It is, yes.
Is he just checking in, or does he have something to say?
Why?
I worry about transference of information.
To whom?
To Kane. Any information we have that he doesn't know we have is beneficial.
If it's in the airwaves, he'd need to have
Sending goes off in my head.
But you say it out loud when you cast a spell. I'm saying if he is looking in on us or if he's looking in on Kokanee. I'm just putting out caution in the world is all.
Tell me what you know.
He's gonna be watching us everywhere.
He's gonna be watching us everywhere. I don't care at this point. What did you find out, darling?
I spoke to the Warforged.
Thank you.
Scribe, and he
Yes.
had dealings with Kane. He was brother to the High Priestess, as you know,
Lillian, yes.
and nephew to the Crown Prince. And he married the king's daughter, entwining their families. He was apparently a notable presence at court, holding much influence through his sister as well as his own natural charm. And he was against the war, believed it would only bring ruin to the empire, and he almost staged a coup to have his nephew installed as king.
A coup?
But when he was discovered, he fled the city in the chaos that erupted when the Ice Titan arrived.
So much of a plea for peace. This is helpful, darling. Thank you.
He had a mansion in Caradoc.
He did. Does it still stand?
Yes.
Do you know where it is?
I think so. Yeah.
Have you been inside it?
No. I'm only guessing, just based on what I know and the writing that's on the outside. It's kind of at the edges of the city. It hasn't been reappropriated yet.
Please make sure it's off limits to everyone.
Of course.
I don't think you can stay in one place for any time with the children. He had an earring of Kameya's. I am so worried. I know you're strong, and you would protect our children against anything. I am so sorry.
No, it's okay. Seems like he's pretty thoughtful.
Yes, meticulous. I want him dead. Kokanee, I want him dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that. We'll stay in the temple tonight.
Please, yes. Set up any sort of ward you can. Please have the clerics there do their utmost.
Of course.
God, I'm so worried.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Thank you for your kindness. Please kiss my babies for me, please.
I will.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.
All right.
Can
So
I
anything-
Can I call him Kameya?
Mhm.
Just
Hello.
like I said.
Hello?
Hello. Breathe.
Yeah, I'm here.
Nice. You're safe.
Of course. It's been a quiet evening.
Okay.
Business as usual.
I just couldn't reach you for a bit. I think it was where I was.
You're all right?
Yeah,
Did you find the Titan?
we did. Yeah.
Good. That's good. You don't sound relieved.
No, we made a deal with Kane.
I see.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me. We'll be all right.
Okay.
Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
I love you.
I love you.
I think the concern around our loved ones is still very valid, but I don't think Kane's going to make any moves. I think Kane made that deal. We were on the back foot. Kane had the power. I think Kane made that deal because he doesn't want to deal with us. And if he fucks with us, he deals with us. I think that deal at least guarantees our loved one's safety from Kane. The rest of the shit we're dealing with, I don't know, but...
Finnan, with the most respect and love and care. You know those moments where you just need to go for a run and don't want to talk about it? That's this moment for me.
Okay.
I love you. I love you very much. but I'm sitting in a boat and I can't go for a run right now.
Well, do we want to get out of here? If we can send, then we can teleport. Glade, are you cool to row back to wherever you need to get to, or do you want the escort?
No, it should be fine.
Ubtao, where do you need to go?
Back to Othos, if we can.
Oh, well, that's where we're going, right? Oh, well, okay, then we'll keep on rowing then, I guess.
Should we take this opportunity to explain to him what's going on?
Yes.
We fill him in. We give him, as the rest of us are, we're taking off shifts rowing, we give him the entire rundown.
Why have you sought me out?
You are one of the Titans. Seemed only reasonable.
We need all the help we can get.
I do not think the other Titans will have me.
I know of your history. I know.
I betrayed them all.
I know. But it is all of you. All of you are needed, regardless of what happened that was 2,000 years ago. I know a blink of an eye for a god, a Titan. But the entire world is going to end if we don't do something about it.
I mean, some people said it was pretty unlikely for us to get, I forgot the name, Garrix, to agree to help, but that's happened, so anything's possible.
Very well. I will help.
Is there something we can do for you? You have been prisoner for so long.
Yes. It has changed me.
What did he do to you?
He drank my blood. Many, many times.
What did that give him?
I do not know. Power, I assume.
I am sorry.
What did it take from you?
It took some of my strength, and I think it has weakened me in some ways. But that is all right. I am still capable.
Are you safe in Clore?
I do not know. It has been my home for so long. I do not know where else I would go.
Are you only comfortable in jungles, or is anywhere you go become a jungle?
I believe the latter is more often the case.
You looking for some new digs?
You thinking of remodeling, Gladys?
Who likes a desert? What's a desert do for anybody?
We missed that, M.
I do. I quite like my desert, thank you.
Well, you know, we won't touch your desert.
Your desert is like very desert, whereas
Yeah,
Trez
yeah.
is like kind of desert, and we could like adjust.
Yeah, no,
that.
there's like water and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we sort of have like a real catch-all for, you know, oddballs and weirdos and people who don't fit in, or maybe looking for a new home.
You are.
You know, we're a real like ragtag band of plucky, just community who like supports each other through like mutual aid. It's really cool.
Will say I am not most comfortable in the sand. But if there is vegetation, I suppose I could begin to infuse the land. But I am at my weakest when I am out of my element.
That'll take time.
We probably want to make you ripped. Do we know of any other jungles aside from?
Depends on what you define the jungle as. Tropical wise, there's
I'll take a temperate rainforest. I'm not afraid.
Oh my gosh, there's so much temperate rainforest. We've got the entire the Koran Woods, which is down near Toran. There's the Alderdawn. Oh, you probably don't want them in the Alderdawn. There's too much fey shit over there. The Crine Wood, which is north of Barmwich, or the
place. The place that Letters was at, wasn't that jungly?
Oh,
Terrace.
Yeah, kind of. That one is more
the big redwoods.
Yeah, it's like a redwood forest.
That's not far off, though.
Do you like redwoods? How do you feel about redwood forests?
Big ass trees.
Yes,
Big trees.
I am familiar.
Great. Yeah, you're gonna love this spot.
But would that be like the level of power of being in a jungle, or do you need like literal like vines and?
I don't need jungle, but denser is generally preferable for me.
Thank you for the raid, friggin' nerds. Welcome in. Hi, friggin'
Hello.
nerds media. Hello, welcome
You're
in,
gonna
folks.
love this. The folks who run the trees or protect the trees, they're very cool. It's a real special place. I'm sure they'd be thrilled to have you.
Ubtao, why were you hidden?
That was part of my deal with the gods. I helped them, and they allowed me to remain on the material plane. But in exchange, I also hid myself from the world.
You are also a seal.
Well,
Yes.
that's no longer necessary.
The magic that binds is magic that binds, whether the thing is alive or not.
Okay.
Nippy, is there a way to check if something is still a seal?
No, like I look down at the ring on my finger, my wedding ring, which is a seal as well. The magic that exists to have bound the chained oblivion into the abyss is more of a binding magic with the abyss itself. It prevents the abyss from leaking in more than it already has. It chained down Tharizdun, the most powerful entity in there, but I can imagine also bound the power of the abyss so that it cannot leak through. And we know that the abyss is in a bit of a vacuum at the moment. There is a power struggle going on down there.
Do you wish?
This is what I mean is, what if through the drinking of his blood he's transferred the seal to him?
Kane.
I'm postulating on why he would want to try and drink his blood.
It is my body itself that is the seal.
Do you wish to remain hidden, or would you prefer to be?
I would prefer to remain hidden.
Right.
I do not wish to be worshipped.
And
Find
this
somewhere to hide you.
this small form that you have taken,
Yes.
is that something you can hold on to, or is it uncomfortable to be this way?
I can maintain it for a time, but it is
I see.
not my preferred way of presenting myself.
When we return to Othos, perhaps we can find a spot in the jungle for you there,
Yes.
and we can, once we have a place ready for you, we can come for you and take you
Yes.
there.
If you release me to Othos, I have many places I can go.
Oh,
and
Is
hide.
there some way we can get in contact with you when the time is right?
Well, as you I just witnessed, you may send to me as you would any other.
Sick.
Great.
Okay, great. Yeah, we'll just let you off the boat and do your thing.
Guessing using your name when appealing to Istishia might not be the play.
It would not be wise.
Do you think that using her other siblings to appeal to her would be wise, or should we go at Istishia? Do you have any knowledge of Istishia that could help us?
She is likely still very angry. She was tricked and manipulated, as they all were. She believed she was doing the right thing, and I think some part of her knows that she made a mistake. But I don't know if her pride would ever allow her to admit that.
Often the hardest people to deal with.
What did she want? Like, what was her best case scenario when she started the war? What was she trying to do? What was the good that she was trying to do?
She was trying to protect those who worshipped her.
Okay.
No. They were a race of elves who lived by the sea.
Oh.
Just off of the island of Wolfar.
What happened to them?
They were attacked by the Caraxians.
Where off the island of Wolfar?
There is an island on the western coast.
Athol's Calamity?
Yes, that is where their homeland was.
What?
They had begun to expand onto the mainland. Small settlements. One of those settlements was destroyed. And Istishia used that. She believed it was the Caraxians. But there was some dispute.
The ice marshes. There is a place on the west coast of Wolfar. I have read about it. It is entirely frozen. It should not be.
Istishia saw this as the gods encroaching on the Titans' influence in the world. And things escalated rather quickly.
If there are any of those people left, I suggest we go and talk to them first. Because if we get their blessing, then we know what Istishia wants, to protect her people. And we say, hey,
she took them with her to the depths.
Of our ocean?
The plane of water.
Fuck.
I know how to get there, to the plane of water.
The city down with her to protect them.
Oh.
I believe it is likely still there.
Oh. I have seen her once, in a tunnel, on a quick passage through the water plane. We walked through, following a champion of hers one time, trying to catch him, but her eye found us quite quickly.
Yes. She can sense movement in the water.
Right, this is helpful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ubtao.
We will, as with the other gods, we have, though we will not, at your request, bring up your name. Is there Kali has received the mark of the Kadi, Khale, Garrix, Clack, Grumba.
Yes.
A bond.
I can bestow a gift upon one of you. As thank you for freeing me.
Gift is kind of you.
We appreciate it, yeah.
I am exceptional at hiding myself.
Same.
It makes sense.
What?
You should have
What you should wait, it makes sense you should have
No, you.
Me.
Yes.
I just jingled myself.
Yeah, no, true, but you know, strengths and there's a bard in Wolverine who sung a really dope song. It's like, it's a natural fact we go together because opposites attract, and
I feel like if one of these Titans is gonna give someone the gift of their whole shtick, it probably shouldn't be a rank amateur, which as far as stealth goes, is pretty well most of us. Kali, you've got your good days.
Nappy doesn't smell that bad, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, okay, sure. It would be an honor.
Very well. And you watch as he, in his smaller form, kind of starts to move and writhe, and you watch as his skin begins to shift as he molts a layer of skin. And in doing so, you watch as he turns kind of in a circle and binds it together and kind of pulls himself out of it, leaving this kind of snake skin bracelet. And you while it looks somewhat brittle, as he kind of moves it over to you, you feel like it is quite strong. But it as the kind of whitish skin starts to quickly change almost into like a leather-like band that has kind of scales almost imprinted on it.
I put it on.
With this, I have anointed you with my mark.
Oh. Thank you very, very much.
It will also allow you to take the form of a snake of varying sizes.
Cool. That's cool. Cool.
Not all the time, but
I'm gonna play so many
a few
pranks.
times per day.
Do you like pranks, Ubtao?
I have been known to pull a jest or two in my time.
I knew I liked you, Ubtao.
Yes. I do hope it helps.
You are most kind. Thank you.
Thank you all. I hope the gods can forgive my brethren and allow them to return once more to the material plane.
That's the hope.
I don't know if they'll have much of a choice by the end of it, with the havoc that the matron is causing.
I suppose. Very well.
We'll see it done.
If you do not mind, I would like to rest.
Of course.
Freeze my bonds. You watch as he kind of like coils up, and as he kind of coils up on the boat, and you watch as his scales kind of shift in color, and he matches perfectly the kind of like not only the look of the wood, but also the texture of the wood.
Sick.
What would you all like to do?
We row.
Okay, you row back to Othos.
I'll take a fucking short rest if we're on the way.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
We rotate through and
If we're, I don't know how to put it into words how Kali looks. She's sitting at 40 hit points, and her max HP is down 60. She looks a little bit rough.
and it's
So
a good
you,
thing we're
as you
going
get to
back.
the shores near Azura, kind of just down the way, Neppy, you hear, Neppy,
Yes.
Bix is here in the temple.
Neppy, as soon as we get to the shoreline, Neppy takes off running. I just and I go, Bix has arrived, and I run.
And that's where we're going to take our break.
I hate this.
Oh my god.
I hate the whole thing. I hate the whole
Prioritization
fucking
of
thing.
prioritization
I
of
know.
problems.
I know you guys made valid points, and I agree, but I still hate it.
What's your
Wanted
health
to ki-
at? How many?
wanted
What's
to-
your health at, Kale?
I was at 40.
Yeah. So at an estimate, I said 2 to 3 of us die in this fight.
And you all would have been fine because of my big brain clericking. It would have been great. Don't make that face, Tim.
Three of us had death ward. I healed
3 of us
Kale.
had death wards.
All right,
We can go back. We can take it from the top. We can
Shadow
take it
Tiger,
back to
Shadow
one.
Tiger just
Yeah.
made a great point that Kane is just another money hole, and what is the worst that could happen? So we are going to
What's gonna happen?
we're going to take a very quick break. Thank
Hey,
you.
Money
all
Hole worked out.
Yeah, money hole was good.
yeah.
That problem solved itself.
Sure did.
That's
There's
how
just a
we
god now.
found the Hearth of Ages, which is
that actually
how
led
we're
to good
going to
things.
imprison the matron.
Exactly.
Thank you all so much.
Life is our lemon orchard, and we are the juicers.
For being here. We will be back in a quick 10 minutes. Please grab yourself a non-blood related beverage. Grab yourself some delicious snacks.
Are you saying people
Um,
can't have blood pudding?
Different type of blood
That's
pudding.
not a beverage.
That's
What,
not
you
a
gonna
beverage.
fucking
It depends on how you
pack
eat
a
it.
Stick with my
tinny
blood
and
pudding.
fucking
We will see you in a tight 10.
slam a
See you
blood
everyone.
Bloody
See you very
Mary.
soon. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, if you want to get fucked up on a
Bye.
Bloody Mary, I mean, go hard.
Oh hey guys, it's me, Adam, and I'm here to talk to you about the sponsor for tonight's episode, Legendcraft. Legendcraft is a Canadian woodworking company that makes D&D and tabletop gaming tables and accessories. They are a couple of passionate crafters that create items that will instantly become a highlight of any tabletop or RPG player's game night. An absolute favourite of mine is the Mountain King board gaming table. This table is bonkers cool, looking like it is straight out of a Dwarven King's Hall. It's really unlike anything I've ever seen. We feel really good about endorsing this Canadian business that brings so much passion into something we care so deeply about. So head over to their Instagram at legendcraft.ca to have a look at what they're making and let them know that Blackwater sent you. And if any of you fall in love with any of their amazing products, you can go to their website and use the promo code Blackwater for 5% off. It supports a Canadian business and also helps support our stream in this crazy D&D game we love. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of the show. I quit D&D. I quit
No,
Twitch.
I think that wins D&D.
I quit.
I
I'm
wanted to
done.
fight. I wanted
love
to
it.
fight Kane so fucking bad. Tim, take it away.
You know what it felt
Uh-oh.
like? Sorry.
Go ahead, Madden.
Spoilers for the last Twilight movie and book if you haven't seen it.
Get on it. Seriously.
I mean, but
What are you waiting for?
you know,
An invitation?
we
This
were
is it.
just in the final battle. That's just what happened.
No,
We're going, yeah.
where everyone was so ready and pumped up, and they all just
Yeah.
fucking talked to each other. It was
That's
so
true.
It is
good.
my
I-
favorite book series and movie. So obviously
Stop!
would do that.
I genuinely enjoyed the book series. I loved it when I first found it.
I do too.
I'm sorry. If she describes a person as cold and marble-like again, I would fucking lose my mind. I read the first book and I went, cool, I get it. He's like marble. He's cold and hard. I get it. Fuck.
Rock hard.
Use any other
Okay.
All the
descriptor.
time.
Take it
You
away,
gotta
Tim.
hold on, Spider Monkey.
Hard like diamond.
All right. So you race over to the Gambit.
Yeah, I'm running.
And
I
you
would run
find
after Neppy.
Dara's there with Bix, who you see is looks like in pretty rough shape. You can see they look like they haven't slept in a long time. Huge bags under their dragonborn eyes. They do have their weapon. And you can see she's kind of looking it over. It seems like she hasn't seen it in a while.
Also, thank you, Dork Tales, for the raid. Welcome in, dorks. So happy to have you here. Hi, Bix.
Hi. It's good to see you.
I'm happy to see you.
Thanks for negotiating my release.
Well, we weren't going to leave without you.
Yeah.
I would ask how you are, but that seems like a futile question.
Yeah, I've been better. A little sore. Tired. Real tired.
When was the last time you slept?
I think I got a few minutes, a few hours ago. It's hard to say. All the days kind of blend together. But I guess I'm free now, so that's good.
When did they take you? First, I'm so sorry. Are you up for answering some questions? Can we talk to you
No,
here,
sure.
please?
It's been a while since I talked to anybody living, so it's nice.
We would call for some food and water if there was.
I guess maybe a couple years, I think. It's hard to say for certain, but
2, I think.
yeah.
Where did they keep you? They said you were here.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure. The last thing I remember, we snuck down to the basement of the Velvet Shackles, and there was a stone there that took us to the island, into the mansion, his mansion.
There's a gate.
Yeah, I don't know, some kind of pass between. And well, it seemed like the mansion was empty, but then we got ambushed, and that's the last thing that I remember. I woke up in a cell. I don't know where it was. And he tried to turn me over and over and over again.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
But you resisted?
I did. I haven't seen the sun in 2 years.
Well,
I'm sure it's just rising as of this point. It's around then, right?
You're on Chlor. It's gloomy.
Right.
Are we outside?
Kind of. The gambit is kind of open. But you are inside the temple technically.
Khale is going to.
Thank you for the raid, Mims, a lot. Thank you so much.
Do we still have
folks.
Ubtao with us?
Yeah.
No, Ubtao slithered off, didn't he?
Oh, we haven't.
I don't think
done
so.
that
We
yet,
landed and Neppy started running.
Oh, right. He hit himself on the boat. Yeah.
I'm assuming he would have come with us.
Oh yeah, he's with you guys. Yeah.
Could I pop a divine sense and just make sure that everyone in attendance, Bix and Ubtao, are not undead?
Yes, you. Bix is not undead. He's alive. Ubtao is for the most part, but you can sense something. There is like a little, like traces.
Like a little kernel of undead.
Fun detail. Bix is clean. Ubtao's a little undead.
What?
Yeah, well, see for yourself.
Do you have the ability to remove a curse that might be
Yes.
able to fix that?
I prepare that every day. I can do that. Let Bix get her bearings and then potentially talk to the Titan before I just purge him.
I cast daylight. Daylight!
I'll fucking kill him.
You go to cast daylight, and you watch as the spell kind of ascends into the sky. You watch as it kind of like just before as it like sails up and begins to kind of open up into light. You watch as a beam of blue light shoots out from somewhere in the city and dissipates the spell.
That's rude.
Like aerolite blue?
Mm-hmm.
Coraxian amplifier.
Mm.
No wonder it's so gloomy here.
Perfect place for vampires.
Perfect place. For
Sorry,
vampires.
did we, in our agreement, did we say we can't fuck with shit here? Like, can we go break it? Or did we agree to...
I think we agreed to leave
Well,
the islands of Khalor alone.
I'll remind everyone here that our purpose to take out Kane was to not incur his wrath on our loved ones. The
I was just
time
asking.
for fucking with Kane has passed. If we...
I was
Let's
trying to
not
make
poke.
daylight because Bix said she hadn't seen the sun for a while, so I thought I'd try to help.
I appreciate it. And she kind of puts her hand.
It didn't work though, so
It's okay. The gesture was kind of...
in my hand I cast light. But look at this.
That's nice.
Bix was the Did you hear from the Dawnfather at all?
I couldn't hear him, but I knew he was out there. Carried me through. I knew I had to believe I'd see his light again.
We used the light in my hand to cast waxing light on Bix and just heal her a little bit. For 12.
I don't mean to be a burden, but when you all leave this place, can I come with you somewhere?
God
that
is grace, yes.
That isn't here.
Would you like to come to Wolfreen? They have quite a stunning temple of Palor there. I'm sure the Sun Speaker would love to speak with you.
I would love that.
It will be nice to have you close by.
Yeah.
It's very bright in Wolfreen as well. So
What do you think he wanted from you, aside from just turning you? Was there something special that you had that he wanted?
He turned my mentor. Paraded him in front of me dozens of times. I guess, I think it was a kind of revenge. My father was a vampire hunter. And, I guess he finally got his revenge.
When he turns people, do they have to do what he says?
I'm honestly not sure. I don't know why my mentor would have done it if he wasn't made to, but I can't be sure.
Should we get out of here?
I think so, yeah.
Wait, fuck. We said we'd leave our man, the snake.
But on this island, I'll be right back. I can just...
Wait, please.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, we should take care of some stuff
We've
before
got a few
we do or
things to
don't
do
do
with Ubtao first, if
Oop.
you don't.
Oh, okay.
Just a couple of things. Bix, we can get out of here today. The rest of the people here. Is Dara here?
Mm-hmm.
We would fill her in on what happened.
Yeah.
We will be back to Claw. And Bix, if you'd like to, I can appreciate if you never want to step foot on with that anything ever again. But if you want to seek out your vengeance,
Oh, yeah.
you're welcome to come with us.
I'll be back one day.
Good. You rest for a little bit. Get your bearings. We have a small bit of business to do, and then we will take our way back to Ulfrid.
All right, I'm just gonna lie down.
Please.
You watch as she just kind of lies down on the ground.
I'm gonna cast Lesser Restoration on her.
She kind of throws up a thumbs up.
Yeah. I fucking love Bix. She's so great. Yeah, I'm gonna put oh no, Lesser Restoration won't do anything to her. Tim, can I sense any curses or anything on her? Like anything at all?
I mean, do you have a spell that senses curses? Detect curse?
Curse watch. Pew, 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 pew.
Sorry, what?
Curse watch.
Oh,
Curse
watch. Not that I have prepared. No, that I have remove curse prepared. But I don't think that does anything about detecting curses.
Yeah, without being able to kind of detect it magically. I mean, you can see she's in rough shape, but you can't say for sure.
I don't have the capacity to cast anything greater on you now, Bix.
It's all right. I'll be fine.
I know.
Just come and get me when you're ready to go.
Okay, relax. Let's see if we can find somewhere quiet. Maybe here in a temple. A temple sounds really good for what we're going to need to do. And I'm going to just kind of in my head to letters. So he's got undead in him.
A little bit, yeah. Not fully, but if you do your sense, you'll little ping for you.
So we go into like a side room, and I would use my Eyes of the Grave to see if I can detect the undead on him.
Yeah, you see, like it's like his aura is tainted somewhat. It's not like a specific spot of undead, but it's as if, like when you use Eyes of the Grave, you can see the kind of life aura emanating off folks. Mm-hmm. And it's like his is just a little dimmer.
Do I have any of that stink on me?
No.
Cool.
No.
Ubtao, if you've a moment before we release you to the jungles.
Yes.
Kane drinking your blood.
Yes, I know.
Would you like me to try and rid you of it?
I don't know that you can. if he is able to taint the blood of a Titan, I'm not sure that it can be undone, but I am confident it will progress no further.
Do you two have the ability to cast yourself, your voice out, send to people?
Yes, I can do that.
Will you let me know if at any point over the next...
Yes.
Before we come get you, if it gets worse. I can try to remove it now, if you'd like, but...
I also think that if it doesn't work right now, as long as you're okay with that, us trying, we could always use our enemy's tools against them and see if we can't get our hands on an amplifier.
I would love just a casual insight check, just to see if this. It's a 14, just to see if this Titan's on the level. But
Seems
a 14
like,
probably doesn't
seems
get
like
me
it.
far. Yep. Seems real.
You are welcome to try, but perhaps Finnan is right. An amplifier could help, and when I am at full strength, I may be able to help fight it off more as well.
Or we can use the amplifier to amplify my ability to remove curses.
Yes.
And
That was my thinking, yeah.
yes, even
It's a good idea.
using like an Illyrian amplifier. Even.
I can also cast daylight through them.
That's wonderful. We love that.
Sweet, let's take the shot, see how it goes.
I will just try and cast a 3rd level remove curse on him, just to see if anything, if it. I imagine that the remove curse is very, very similar to when Moraine in the Wheel of Time tries to pull the curse from the TV show adaptation. She pulls the curse out of Matt and back into the knife.
I will have you make a spell check for me.
We don't talk about the TV adaptation here.
That's fine. I do. I actually enjoy it.
They did so many characters so dirty.
Sure. A spellcasting check, so just D20 add my wisdom modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Though I will say the part that you referenced is probably the closest. Like,
Yeah, it was beautiful.
pretty well done.
Okay. So that's with a +5. It's going to be a 21.
Okay. As you attempt to kind of pull this sort of like, it's not necessarily a curse, but you try to draw out this kind of vampirism. And you do see his aura kind of does get a little bit brighter, but you don't fully remove it.
Well, we will have to try again sometime. I will keep doing it. We will keep clearing you of this.
I must remove curse.
Yes.
I can also cast it. I'll cast it. I can only 3rd level.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I'll have you make a spellcasting check as well.
How do I do that?
So roll a
D20.
d20 and add your charisma modifier.
Okay. Mish, you're making this very difficult, my man. Layout is my charisma modifier, so just 4, right?
Yeah.
Just adding 4. 22.
Okay, yeah. You're able to draw a little bit more. His aura does get a little bit brighter. It's still not fully gone, but you do manage to make it a little bit better. Thank you.
I hope this speeds up your strength building, your vitality.
I hope so.
Just take him towards the edge of the jungle and like let him go.
All right. So you take him out to the edges of the jungle, and as you release him, you watch as he kind of slithers forward, and as he gets probably about 20 feet from you, you watch as his form begins to grow exponentially as he becomes this elongated, kind of massive serpent that continues into the forest. And you estimate he's probably about 250, 300 feet long. As he kind of coils
Big
around. Before he leaves, he kind of rears his head up sort of amongst the trees. And you can see the head itself is probably about 15 feet across, kind of 15 feet high. in that kind of diamond shape. And he kind of bows his head and he kind of blinks his large yellow eyes, and he kind of turns and you watch as he turns to go, his whole, like all of the scales on him kind of shimmer and they match almost perfectly the jungle around them. And he's almost silent as he leaves. It almost just sounds like a faint wind kind of rustling the leaves. And you've released him back into Othos.
That's 4 out of 5.
It's 4 out of 5.
We head to Wolfrain, we all take a nap, and then pop over to the water plane, yeah? If there's really no one we can talk to get any more information, I think we've talked to all the siblings.
There is one place we can go, though I don't know how futile or how useful it will be. The Triton we killed at the Battle of the Docks, who was an agent of Zakis, Kali would remember. This was before you all, down this deep run, was a paladin of Istishia. His skull currently sits in Temple Philenis.
How did he become a paladin? Are there people still worshipping Istishia here?
I am certain on the earth or on the water elemental plane, probably.
No, I mean here, prime material plane.
He is from the water plane.
Oh. Well, what would we want to ask him?
Where? Where do we go?
Where is good?
Because I know of 2 places to get into the water elemental plane. Because if I shift in with the amulet, I can get us there, but I have only been there very briefly. However, there is a portal. There are 2 portals that I know of. One is in the ruins of Silen, which is very close to where we started our journey as Blackwater. Well, we weren't even Blackwater then. But the other is in the Quicksall Sea. It is near a very large temple, a statue of Melora that sits overlooking the bay. Both of those pools have entrances to the water elemental plane in them. So if we wish to take a portal, we can go there.
Do either of them get us to the city?
Well, the one near Silen, there is a tunnel. It was a long tunnel, a series of portals in and out, and Istishia's eye was at the end of the tunnel. That is where I saw her. I have seen her before. And she reached out a tentacle down this portal and tried to grab at us. So, she was there once. Granted, this was 2.5, almost 3 years ago. But that must be close to something.
I think what we want to do, if her whole thing is she cares about her people, we want to talk to her people first, get them on our side. You know, if we are able to give them a place in the prime material plane, that's leverage. And we can say, you know, you don't have to like your siblings, you don't have to apologize, but you can do right by your people.
Well, if Aethel's calamity is any indication, if that is where she was attacked, or her people were attacked by the Caraxians, that also may be a place to start. Kokani and I have been meaning to go. It is apparently a site of a Caraxian heritage, but we've never had the time to go. So there are a couple options.
If we feel like we can get some answers there, otherwise I think we talked to our interplanar tour guide from Sigil. What was her name? Aurika. Aurika would know of the big city in the water plane, surely.
Or the Teds.
The Teds would get it. We're quite tight with the Teds.
The guard or the person we met, the Aarakocra there, was very kind to us. He seemed, I don't remember his name, but I'm sure it's in my books somewhere. We could go there. That's the other option. However, Sigil is not the best place for us, right? A couple of us are wanted in Sigil, correct?
The zoo.
I can always call Ulrika and ask what the name of the city in the water elemental plane is. Or I can even call that person. I can't get us there directly. The Teds will be the place, but I can plane shift us into the Teds building.
Oh, that sounds great. How do we feel about that? Everybody rest up, talk to the Teds, get us to the beating heart of the elemental plane. How do we feel about that?
Oh, I love the rest up part for sure, and the rest sounds great as well. But the rest up part sounds the greatest.
We'll take the rest and the rest.
We'll take a day in the city.
But here?
No, in
Oh.
Wolfreen. We've got to take Bix back to Wolfreen.
Yeah.
Khale,
And I
does that
need.
pass muster?
Yeah, it sounds good to me.
I do,
Kali?
however. Oh, sorry.
Okay, cool. Just want to get
I do need to go
consensus.
to Caradoc. Kokanee has been working on Craxin breathing masks for us.
Great. We can
We
rest
can
in
breathe
Caradoc.
underwater.
Sold.
I will take Bix to Wolfreen and then go to Caradoc. Is there any way for us to do that?
Hey, Bix, you want to go to Caradoc instead?
Is it sunny there?
Very.
No, it's literally underground.
That's not.
No, the ice shelf guy, the ice over top has melted. So
Oh,
it's,
I didn't know
it's
that.
sunken. It's kind of like in a in
It's
like
what,
a
summertime there? It's
caldera, but
nothing but sun. Up that far north? Absolutely.
as long as it's sunny.
Very sunny. One stop
Oh.
shop?
Well, we are on the same plane, so yes, Caradoc would be fine with me. I don't. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're on the same plane, so you would be teleporting us there. You both can
Oh,
do
me.
that. Yeah, I can't
I gotta
teleport
be-
you.
I
can't
gotta
No, I
be-
teleport you to Wolfreen.
teleported us there today.
Kale's never been to Wolfreen.
He's never been to Caradoc.
I've never been to
Caradoc.
Wolfrene.
Sorry.
Hey,
No,
Bix,
no,
how do you
no,
feel
really
about a
not.
stopover in the air elemental plane? It's
I'll take
beautiful.
us up
You're
and
gonna
down.
love it. Oh, okay, we can do that.
I
Okay,
can take
great.
us up and down. Here we go. Everyone hold hands. Here we go.
Oh, there
3,
we go.
2, 1.
She's still on the ground.
I'm gonna take us
Holding
up
her
to
hand.
the air elemental plane. We're gonna be there for literally an action, and I'm gonna take us down into Caradoc, outside of the temple
so
of
you-
Errand.
Bye, Bruce.
Yeah.
Bye, Bruce.
Oh, good eye. Maybe just gets cut off. And you arrive in Caradoc outside of the temple. And you can see it is busy and bustling. And it is it's somewhat cloudy as you get there. And you watch as like Bix kind of like looks up and kind of like hangs her head. You watch as
Now's the time.
the clouds
I have had a short
Begin
rest.
to part.
wait. Oh.
and the sun starts streaming down on the city.
In celebration, I daylight, and it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything.
It just makes it slightly
just say
brighter, like
daylight.
30 feet above us.
And
No,
you
I
watch
use
as
a
the
spell slot.
sun
I stand
hits her
by that.
face, and tears just stream down. Thank you all. Now, if I can get some glasses here and a new coat.
Oh, you're in the right place for any sort of tinkered objects or items. Pardon me, I have to run and go find someone, and I'm gonna run and go see my husband and my babies.
All right. So yeah, you run and find Kokanee.
Hi.
I just run and I jump into his arms, and I'm just like,
I feel like I just talked to you a couple of hours ago.
You did, but I couldn't stay away.
So good to see you. Do you want to see? And he kind of like goes up and gets the kids.
maybe just like, yeah,
Yeah.
just hold my babies. They're big probably, and
Yeah, they've gotten a little bit bigger. And after you spend a bit of time with him, he kind of pulls you aside. I had some Warforged go through the city, and I think I know where the mansion is. If you want to check it out.
I want to do that in at least maybe 6 hours from now. Maybe while they're napping.
Sure.
Okay.
Sit. I'm sure you're hungry.
I just want you and these and my parents. Are my parents here?
Yes. Yeah. And you see they both kind of come around the corner. And you all kind of share a group hug, and Kokanee starts preparing a meal for all of you. As you all kind of tuck in.
Neppy is just like, there is just like weight lifted. She is at peace. There's joy. You haven't seen much joy. There's joy.
What would the rest of you like to do?
Letters we'll send to Blue Ribbon.
Hmm.
Hey, Blue. You can tear up that contract. We're good. We're not stoked about vampires in Dresda. Proceed with caution. I'll see you in a bit.
Copy that. Nice. Anyone else?
Khale's gonna go find some diamond dust so that he can cast a greater restoration on Kali.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
Can I help?
Sure.
Letters love investigating.
Am I rolling with advantage or are you rolling?
No, I rolled and it wasn't very good. You got this.
I believe in you.
I've never been here before. I don't know.
17.
17.
Yeah,
It takes you a little while, but you do find a jeweler's, and you are able to find, you're able to purchase enough diamonds to then turn into diamond dust. He looks horrified that you're asking him to do that.
I'd like to purchase. Where is it? I'd like to purchase enough for 2, so 200 gold pieces worth.
Okay. Sure. You're gonna crush these up?
Yes, so it doesn't have to be like very nicely cut.
I mean, they're all nicely cut, thank you.
Well, I mean, if you haven't, some that you haven't cut yet.
No, I buy them pre-cut.
Oh, okay.
From who?
I have
Maybe I should go see him if you don't want to.
Well,
if you don't want to use,
they get imported to me. They're not from here. We don't mine diamonds here. They're very rare.
Diamonds?
Yes. And you're just gonna crush them up. It's fine. It's fine.
And then I'm going to use them in a spell, and they're going to vanish for good.
I don't want to hear that.
Okay.
But he gives you your crushed up diamonds.
Does this guy work for the De Beers Corporation? I just...
They're very rare. Sure they are, buds. Sure they are. I'm going to expend a 5th level slot and cast it on Kali.
Good.
And then I believe that gives back the health. Yeah. And then I'm going to spend a upcast at 6th level spot and cast it on myself.
All right.
I am going to go have a nap because...
Yes, and then I'm going to also go do that.
Yeah, that's... And just as we walk, I put the earplugs in already.
You're given some quarters next to kind of it's like a tavern that is kind of close by, but you're not charged obviously for the rooms, but you are set up with rooms to rest.
Before we go off, you go ahead, Kalen.
Oh, I'd like to find Khale at whatever point. Just Khale for whenever. Would we be in our rooms? I'm assuming I'd go to Khale's room.
You can go to Khale's room.
I'd knock on the door.
Yes.
And I'm gonna like step in and like close the door behind me. I'm gonna pull out the card that I got from I forget his name last time. The guy that can send you places.
Olio Triboli.
Olio Triboli.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show that card to Khale. He can get us to the abyss. He can get us there.
Wait, when?
Whenever.
Do we have time before we go see Istishia?
I want to go, yeah.
We go now? Or we should rest first?
We rest and then go.
And then go in the morning?
Mm-hmm. Before everyone wakes up.
Okay.
Okay.
Where does he leave from?
He's in... I'm blanking on all the names of all the places.
Tialmo. He's in Tialmo.
He's in Tialmo.
So we'll have to go back to Tialmo.
Well, can't you use this card? It's his business card to teleport.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no. Of course. I'm just thinking about how we're going to get there. So we'll go to Tiamo and then he'll take us.
Yeah.
Now comes the very difficult question.
Mm-hmm.
We can't tell them where we're going before we go because they're definitely not going to be cool with it.
No.
But do we let them know where we've gone?
No.
I don't know if I can face another lecture from Neppy. Can we leave like a note? They can't find us anyway. It's the abyss. It's massive. Okay. All right. Well, I trust your judgment. I'm the wild one who does the stupid things. You're always very certain of things, and
somewhat. Yes.
You don't jump through lava. My decisions can be. So there's hope for me.
Yeah.
Okay. First thing in the morning, I'll come get you.
Yeah.
We'll go to Tiama.
Yes. I'd go back to my room to go to sleep.
All right.
She'd just like pass out, just like so tired.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is a deep tired. As you all
just before we go to
yeah.
You go ahead, Letters, and then I'll go.
Oh, okay. Letters would love to make his way over to Neppy and Kokanese. Just do a little like knock on, such a gentle like scratch at the door. Doesn't want to wake any little hoofers.
Neppy would come to the door.
The children sleep in a side room. We'll come outside.
Okay, cool. Could I just talk to you for a second?
Me or both of us?
No, just you. Hey, Kokanese, good to see you. How you doing?
Good to see you too, man.
I'll be back
I lift
in a
up my
second.
shirt and show him the scar and stuff like that.
I like grab Kokanee's hand.
He shows you. He grabs his loincloth off the wall.
Boys for life.
I
love that you travel with that. That's so good.
Of course, you take it everywhere. Mine's in my bag.
Look, I know we say that, but I don't. Anyways,
Also, thank you so much for the raid, Mad Birds. Kaka, welcome in. Nice to see folks. And I would close the door behind, and I would walk out to one of the sitting rooms.
I don't want to take too much time away from you and your family, but just when you're talking to Bix, I haven't really heard you talk about getting vengeance before. That doesn't seem like your usual MO. And I just want to check in about that.
Bix and I have spoken before. I know the lengths she's traveled to find her mentor, only to have him paraded in front of her. I cannot imagine the agony. I've seen parts of it, seeing Zasperia, a priestess of my order, ravaged by undeath at Velsun's hand. Came close, but we were not close. And I want Kane dead. Permanently, not living in the state of undeath that he is. I hold no anger towards the group for our decision.
I'm not worried about that, and I agree. That man should not be alive. But trying to seek justice and protecting people is one thing, and vengeance is another. And if we are looking to take down the goddess of vengeance, we better make sure we're not carrying any of that in our hearts, or she will be able to turn that on us.
I don't hold vengeance, Letters. I don't.
Just take a note of what you said.
I appreciate it. I should have used a better word.
Okay. Figured. Just had to be thorough. I'll leave you with your family.
No, I appreciate you asking, Letters. I'm grappling with a divide in my heart that I cannot seem to fill.
How do you mean?
There are two parts of me. Three now, I suppose. One that feels the weight of my role as High Priestess of Melchizedek. And that job, that role that I must fill. The heaviness of the holy symbol I carry. The second is my role as that wonderful man's wife and as a mother with children I have spent no more than 3 weeks with, maybe 4 out of their now 5-month-old life. And the part of me that loves what we do. So, when I say that I do not carry vengeance, I don't. I carry a chasm. Of what? Of guilt, of longing, of want, of weight, of anguish, of needing more than one of me, and more hours in my day, and more magic to get me places that I cannot go. But no, it is not vengeance.
I've been thinking about that, and I see how much it weighs on you. And you can't leave us, because you do that and the world ends. And
you're all dead, so
that's pretty bad. So that's not great. But I'm going to think about, I do listen when you talk about the history of the various priestesses, and as far as I can tell, none of them tend to survive once they complete their destiny. They kind of do the destiny, and they're kind of one and dones, generally speaking. You know what I mean?
Some of them.
More or less?
Some of them, they return to Philenis. If you don't die in the process, you return to Philenis. That has always been the way. I am the first one who has not.
Fair play. I reckon you put the matron away, and any other enemies we make along the way, as is our style, or two. You're the high priestess. If you want to retire, no one can stop you. When you're the boss, you get to make the rules. If there's too many neppies running around, you pick which one's the most important, and you make that one it. And I think I know which one's the most important. So I'm going to let her do what she wants to do right now.
Well, the children are napping. Coconut and I were going to actually go look at Kane's house. If you want to come.
Maybe in the morning with everybody,
Yes. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Exactly. Yeah. Thorough son of a bitch now, probably thorough son of a bitch 20,000 years ago.
Probably. You're right.
I will be on wizard watch.
Thank you for your counsel. Letters. I said it before and I say it again. Whether we follow the same god or not. I've never had a brother, and I think this feels pretty close.
It is my temple. Kruha out.
I slap him on the shoulder as he leaves.
Boogie on my way.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Neppy, before bed?
No.
All right.
No,
so sniff those babies, get baby smell.
Yeah, I hang out with my husband and hang out with my babies. That's it.
Fade to black.
Yeah, probably.
And you all take your long rest. And Khale and Kali, you rise in the morning. What would you like to do?
I'd go find Kali.
Yep. You head over to her room.
I'd open my door. I forgot I was needed.
Yeah.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I come in,
I'm gonna leave the tiniest little note. Just be back soon.
Okay.
And leave it on my bed.
Okay.
Now hold on, let me just think about this teleport spell. Just because I have a thing from it doesn't mean I know where it is, but I've been to Clore.
To Tiamo.
No,
we could just
definitely
go
you've been
to-
to Claw. Teleport to Claw.
We can just go to Tialmo also is the thing.
I think that's better because I've never been to the place.
Yeah, we can just go to Tialmo.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
I feel like I just feel torn. I feel like we're being very selfish, and I want to go. I can't help myself, but I feel selfish.
Oh,
It'll be quick, right? We'll just be fast.
it'll just be fast.
Okay. All right, let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So you teleport to Tialmo. I will have you roll a teleport check for me.
Oh my goodness.
Give me that D-Hunted.
Get that hundo, baby.
Roll.
I would say you've. I don't know if you'd be very familiar. You're probably in the scene casually.
What?
That middle ground
we
space
spent
that
time
we
there.
created that one time.
Yeah, but you didn't spend a lot of time there. Yeah, we do need that middle ground. You're right.
You just
Slightly
make one
more
up.
than seen casually. Visited once, we'll say.
Yeah, visited recently or like visited.
That is a 49.
Oh
You
yeah,
said
okay.
14.
Yeah.
I was like,
What is
"Ooh."
49. Yeah, you arrive in Tialmo, the kind of busy streets. Everybody's kind of at their day. It is a little bit earlier. Actually, it's the evening because of where you are. I'm trying to yeah, it would be the evening of the night of the day before.
Wild.
But yeah, people are out doing their thing. You head over to the way. I think it's called the way station, the Triboli way station, and it's open 24/7. It never closes. There, you can see there's carts being loaded up, and in this kind of big circular building. And you head inside, and you see Olio is there. What can I do for you?
You said you could get us to the abyss.
Oh, don't say it so loud. Yeah, of course. You want to go to the abyss?
I do.
Where in the abyss you want to go?
Where do we know where in the abyss? We don't, do we?
No, I
It'll
don't.
be
I'm
quick.
pretty
We
sure
just
we don't.
explore the entire abyss.
I mean, I could take you there. Maybe hook you up with somebody who could show you around.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. All right. Well, if you're ready to go, follow me.
I'd follow him.
And he takes you up.
How much does it fucking cost to go through the abyss, though? Like, real.
We should
You
probably
don't
ask.
pay up front.
We should
Oh.
probably ask how expensive this is going to be.
Oh, well, you know, it's gonna be 1,000 gold pieces for the two of you.
Okay.
Pretty reasonable for the abyss.
Yeah.
You don't pay up front.
Yeah, well, you know, we don't get a lot of. There's not a high demand going to the abyss. The abyss.
Why is it-
The
the-
You all go to the abyss, my
abyss.
dude.
The abyss. There's not a high demand, so you know, it's not a popular route, but it's right up this way, and he leads you up to kind of this circular gate. You can see that is covered with the archway is got abyssal runes all over it, and you see as he kind of reaches into his robe pocket and he pulls out almost like a giant keychain, and it's just full of they look like tuning forks. And he's just
Before we go, Kali, you should call Kamaya, because once we step through, you won't be able to reach her.
Okay.
And I can't send. You can't send.
Okay. I'll call Kamea.
hello.
Hello. Good morning. Khale and I are going out on a quick trip together.
She's gonna make an insight check.
She can.
With advantage.
Okay. Make a deception
We've established that it's with advantage because they're wives.
Oh yeah,
My
it is
wife.
with advantage. That's right.
Yeah, it is.
You're a wife.
Okay.
My wife.
Okay.
It's an 18.
Okay. That's nice. The two of you going. Just the two of you.
Just the two of us. Yeah.
Should I be worried?
No, but if I haven't really told Neppy really, but I won't be able to reach you for a little bit. I'll call you as soon as I'm back.
Is that a good idea? That you? Why haven't you told Neppy?
Oh, well, you know. We're in where the fuck are we right now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, names of places. It's the same as actors. It's we're just back in Tielmo right now. Just if she asks.
All right. Where in Tielmo are you, love?
Where in Tielmo am I? What's the
Chipotle way
name?
station.
I'm not gonna tell her I'm in the way station. Absolutely not. What's the bar?
The Hooting Flute?
Yeah. We're at the Hooting Flute.
Wow, you lied to your wife.
You can make a deception check.
So many.
That's a wife crime. That's a wife crime.
So many lies to your
I rolled,
wife.
not great. I rolled the same number on both die.
So many lies to your wife.
Your 20s, Tim?
Now 2 12s.
26.
All right.
So good at lying to your wife. How does
I'm
it feel?
good at lying. I did it for years. I'm very good at lying.
Good at lying to your wife. Good at lying to
Okay.
your wife.
Okay. Sure. Just call me when you get back. All right.
Call you as soon as I'm back.
Okay. I love you.
I love you.
Right.
Then step through.
All right. Yes. You watch as he takes out a tuning fork. He goes, I think it's this one, and he taps it on the archway, and you watch it kind of vibrate as he like waves his hand, and you watch as like a kind of shimmering portal appears, and you watch as it's like it starts out white and then kind of quickly fades into this like dark grayish color.
Oh, Mr. Trivoli, before we go through,
Trivoli.
if we want to come back, is there a place we can go to come back the other way? Do you have like an office on that side?
I mean, if you make it back to the archway here, my contact on the other side, he can contact me and come get you.
You say if, is that not very common?
Oh, sorry, I mean, yeah, I think most of the time it's a one-way trip, but I mean, I don't know what happens to those people.
So is it free to come back?
Oh, yeah, you can come back. I mean,
What's return is free.
oh,
It's
yeah.
1,000
If you make
return.
it back, you can come back. I'll come get you. That's fine.
Okay, cool.
It's like the
Just
steak
making
if you
sure.
can eat it all. It's free.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's got some pictures on the wall of people who've gone to the abyss and made it back.
Absolutely. Yeah. Come.
I'm nervous.
Let's go.
I'm nervous. Let's go.
Yeah, no, it's a scary place. And he walks through with you.
Callie got hurled through it and is willingly choosing to go.
I am very
not willingly choosing to go.
Am I
Okay,
willing?
it's fine.
I'm not willingly going.
Didn't we establish that Kali is more willing than
Middling.
Kale because Kali had mind shield on or mind blank during the process, and Kale is the one who's
She's looked at it a few times, though. I think she has failed the check at least once.
Yeah, I've failed it a couple times now.
All right, so back in Caradoc,
I hate this.
the rest of you wake up.
You had already
Start
seen
your day.
Neppy and Kokanee down in the morning, probably if you were to come back to the temple making breakfast, and there's like a spread laid out for everyone.
All right, where's Callie? I got a mind blanker. Otherwise, who knows what gets in her head?
Was she not with... Where's Kale?
Well, I don't really know.
Are they late?
I haven't seen him.
Boy,
What do you mean
I
you
go up to
haven't
the
seen
rooms.
them?
You knock on the doors. There's no answer.
Get up. We got to go check out a spooky mansion that's covered in ice. It's going to be fun.
And then we have to deal with a Titan,
Yeah, it's going to be sick.
save the world and all.
Look in the room.
What are you there?
investigation check.
With guidance, I am there too.
And you're in Khale's room or are you in Kali's room?
We'd go through both.
Okay.
Again, investigation with the thing. Oh yeah, that's juicy. That's gonna be a 31.
Yeah, you find in Kali's room a little note that says, "Be right back."
Oh, she'll be right back.
You probably ran out to get like bagels or something. There's good bagels in Caradoc, right?
Let me just send to them. I'll see where they are.
Probably not worth the spell slot. They're getting coffee or something.
I mean, yeah, those Caraxian enhancers when they use it on the ovens.
We know Kali. Kali wouldn't lie about like be right back. They'll be here like 5 minutes. No problem. If they didn't tell us, it was obviously not something important.
I've got buckets of spell slots to use on sending. What else am I going to do?
I'm just saying. I don't know.
I'm gonna cast sending to Kali.
Actually, can you ask? I want an everything bagel.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Well, there's already breakfast back, but if you're Michael.
Yeah, but there wasn't any everything bagels. So if they're out getting bagels, I want an everything bagel. I'm just saying.
Disgrace.
Well, if you scrape the stuff up with a rosemary bagel and the like,
so I'm gonna cast sending to Kali.
No, I'm saying you can make.
Do I have to roll for it, Tim?
Yes, you do. Yeah.
In the background, Letters and Finn and are having like an argument about bagels.
Do I clock that? Like, is that part of sending that I would clock that it's going across planes?
Maybe after the fact. We'll see.
Shadow Tiger says the Abyss is the only place that sells a nothing bagel.
Oh, I like that a lot. Well done.
No, that's the Void, baby. Yeah, that is a 56, so that's fine.
Where'd you go? We've got breakfast at the temple. Come play with the kids. They miss Auntie Kali.
Bagel. Everything, please. Didn't even ask for my everything bagel.
I hate you.
You're welcome. There's communication going on behind closed chats.
I'm not going to. Sick. How many words do I have?
25.
25. If I do a contraction, does that count as one?
Contractions count as one word.
One word. Beautiful. Will miss breakfast. Please give the kids a kiss for me. That's
11.
11. Khale and I are out doing
stuff.
Something. Love you. Do I have 5 more? Or is that it?
You have 5 more.
5 more
Oh,
to lie
okay.
to your best friend.
Blessings from my goddess.
5 more to fucking lie to
None of that is untrue. None of that is
we
untrue.
are cursed.
They are
We
doing
cursed.
something. They are going to miss breakfast.
They are, lying by omission. Yeah.
I called Kamea. Blessings. Kiss.
And now you would know it's another plane too, right?
Yeah.
After the message comes back.
Yeah.
I would look at Letters and Finnan and Clack and Kokomi. They're on another plane.
I'm sure,
How
right?
they get to another plane?
No,
You're the
that
only one who
doesn't make any
does
sense.
that.
Yeah, you're the only one who can take us anywhere.
You got the thing, right?
Are they in
Yes, I-
danger on another plane?
Can I insight check Kali's voice?
Sure. Kali, make a deception check for me, please.
While
My
I roll
best
this,
friend, do I get that at advantage?
Nah, you gotta marry them.
while I roll this, I want to talk about the fact that have wizards come up with a like contraction only language that is used specifically
Yes,
for sending, where like every
100%.
other word is a portmanteau. And
Yeah.
just,
23.
Like, smush
28,
things together.
bitch.
Some sounded a little off. You could tell that she was hiding something.
She's hiding something from me. They're on
In
another
another plane?
and she's hiding something from me.
Is this another? Yes, I have the spell slots to get everyone back. Oh no, I don't. Like, what's the purpose of this? I don't.
Well, here, let me call Khale. Let me see what Khale has to say.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Roll a D100, please.
Rolling a D100.
Khale.
Oh shit.
You want to be here
22?
more than me. You want to be here
10% or 20% that won't go through.
It's 10. It's actually
10.
it's only 5. Sorry, it's only 5%.
I got 22, so either
Yeah,
way.
you're fine.
Buddy.
I like that Lance threatening me now.
You want to be here more than me.
Which plane? Yeah.
Yat is such a good one. Which plane, Yat?
I'll accept it.
We've got a spooky ice mansion to plumb. Let's go, buddy. Come on. What's up?
You could have just said sup.
What's up?
But twice. I'm not sure how this works. Do I just talk?
Oh, this fucking guy.
This fucking guy.
That's so funny.
You are going to be so jealous of what we are doing. See you soon.
You motherfucker.
Okay, so he's playing dumb. He's fucking.
She said she.
You can make an inside check if you want.
Yeah.
No,
You make-
he knows Khale knows how to do that.
Kale legitimately doesn't know. Just either open it up. He's never had sending done before. He does not know how to do that. He's got a wisdom of 6. He does not know.
I mean, Letters has a wisdom of 7, and he doesn't roll insight. He just makes decisions about people. And he
Right or wrong,
he
he
knows
sticks
2
to
things
him.
about Khale. He can fly, and he knows how to send. Yeah,
Oh my God,
Khale was
that's
being
so
evasive.
funny.
Asked him where he
He
was.
said-
He wouldn't say.
She said she called Kamea. I'm calling.
I
Kamea
think they're
right
planning a surprise party.
Now. I'm calling Kamea right now.
No. He said we're gonna be super jealous of what they're doing, and
Letters?
so
Yeah.
No.
Nappy, it
any
has to
parties
be-
are sacred.
It has to be fine. They're not stupid enough on the eve of
calling
us
to
going
me.
to see the fucking
It's fair.
water titan. They're not stupid enough to go and do something stupid. They'll be back
Fitting.
soon.
Who
Objection,
on another
conjecture.
plane? They're in the airplane. They're with they got to be
Bruce!
with Chi and Bruce.
They're
Who
with
else would
Bruce!
plan a surprise party with?
Yeah, that's
You know?
what it is.
I don't like surprise parties. Neither does Emma.
Well, that's
Fine.
probably why they didn't tell you about it. It's
You
probably
hear
a
a-
surprise party for you.
Oh, it's
A
probably,
voice-
maybe it's a surprise party for like me. It's
You
my
hear a
birthday
voice
soon.
in your
Is
head.
No, I don't know.
Nappy, Kamea told me to call you to say Kali's in Tialmo.
It's Nissa, right? It's Nissa.
Yeah.
You hear Neppy swear very loudly in infernal. Why, in Goddess Grace, is she in Tialmo now?
But if she's in Tialmo, why would she be in a different plane?
Well, we've got to go to Tialmo.
But isn't
It's
Tialmo
in
on this
Tialmo.
plane? Is Tialmo not on this plane?
Tialmo's on this plane, but there must be somewhere in Tialmo. Do I know about the Triboldi way station, Tim?
Make a history check. I don't know that you do because
No,
you
that's
never.
why I'm asking. Emma knows about it, but like I'm asking.
I
if
don't know
Neppy
that
knows
you
about
would.
I
No, 'cause
purposely
we-
didn't tell anyone
it.
about
Yeah,
the way
purposely didn't
station.
tell anybody
I
about
don't know
it.
that you would.
Do you want me to roll it anyway?
I don't
No,
think you
okay,
would know
that's
about it.
What
Can you tell?
in-
Can you
what in
tell
Goddess-
Nissa to tell Kamea that Kali is in a different plane?
Yes, I will. Absolutely. I'm just gonna call.
We're gonna
Kamea
tell on your
myself.
wife on you. I say to no one.
I'm gonna send to Kamea because I'm assuming she and Nissa are right next to each other. She's on a different plane. I don't know which one. I'm going to go get her. I'm sorry. I'll find her. I don't know why she's gone. Khale's with her.
I'll call you so soon.
Did you call Kamea or Nissa?
Kamea.
That is frustrating. She said she was at the Hooting Flute. I don't know why she would lie to me. I hope you find her.
Have I been to the Hooting Flute?
We've all been to the Hooting
You've
Flute.
all been to
We've
the
all
Hooting
been to the
Flute.
Okay.
flute.
Who did we
Hooting.
fight or flirt with there? That's how I remember places.
Kali flirted with
Everyone.
everyone.
No, not everyone.
The bartender,
No, the
Snow.
bartender.
No.
And,
Oh, yeah,
that-
I remember
We
Snow.
stayed
Okay.
upstairs, and that's where Chester slept his first night.
Yeah,
I found a
okay.
mimic.
Mhm.
And so we've.
Yeah,
was-
I remember that place.
You didn't fight with them, Letters, but you did have a slight disagreement with the band, trying to tell them to not
You
be
did.
so loud. So
Look,
that
I knew it at
they wouldn't
Snow.
meet
I
people.
knew it at Snow. I would have taken a card from that place. Every fucking tavern, I've got a fucking.
I want to believe that
Coaster.
they're coasters.
Yeah,
I
no,
love
yeah,
the
they're all
idea that
coasters.
he goes
exactly.
through his Rolodex of coasters.
I think
get
you
us then.
actually did.
I don't
because
do it. I get
comment-
Clark to do it.
I commented
did.
on how I used to collect
Um,
coasters when you said it. I think you actually have one.
I would turn to Kokanee. I was hoping we'd get to stay a little bit and have breakfast.
It's okay.
I'm
understand.
sorry.
It's all right.
Are the breathing masks all done? Ready to go?
Yes, yeah. I'll go grab them.
So we'll be back for lunch to
would you-
check out that spooky castle.
Yes, we will be back here before we go down to Istishia. Would you be able to take care of Bix for a bit?
Of course.
She hasn't been outside in 2 years, and she needs some glasses. They were dark last time I remember. Perhaps dark vision goggles.
I'll see what I can do for her.
Thank
And
you.
also just maybe a bag of everything bagels for next time we drop in. Just-
Everything? Maybe?
Yeah, it's like a bagel, but it has kind of the dustings of everything that they put on the other bagels. And so it's a real party.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Okay.
We didn't grow up with those in the almond case, so it's new.
Ugh.
Pro tip though, if you're gonna get a bag of bagels, make sure they're all everything bagels, or even one everything bagel is just gonna make every other bagel in the bagel
Everything
bag and
bagel,
everything
yeah.
bagel. They're infectious.
I kiss my babies. I snuggle them and I get that good baby smell.
Oh yeah, it's good, and they snuggle right in,
Does a little
and they cuddle right in. They're very happy.
Because they're
to
like
see.
they're like 5 months at this point. Okay.
Bye, small children. Don't be too loud for your
I
dad.
like I hold Damien over to
Yeah,
Finn.
just grabs
No.
your finger, Finnan.
Yeah, okay, this has been a good interaction,
This is
baby.
Uncle Finnan.
I'm never holding you. I need you to know that. I'm scared of you. I'm more scared of you than I've been scared of any of the horrible monsters we've
grab
done.
your face.
What are
You're
Damien's
very soft and droppable, and if
what are
ever that
Damien's
happened, it would
horns
be-
like? Because he's got
So
some-
far, they're just little nubs, kind of
Little
at this.
nubs?
They're a little farther to the side.
No.
Little nubs.
Okay.
They haven't broken
Finnan?
through yet.
like Emma being afraid to have, like Emma hating surprise birthday parties. Finnan shares my
You hate
fear
babies.
of ever holding someone's baby because don't put that thing that you've made in my hands
Adam's
where I'm
never
now
held my
responsible
children,
of
so
it.
it's fine.
I'm
Finnan?
never holding a child.
Finnan,
Let
let
me
go of the
hold
baby,
all
or
of
they
your
teleport
babies.
with us. Finnan,
don't-
let go of the
I'm-
baby.
I'm
Finnan,
honest.
let go of the
Hold on
baby.
pretty
I
tight.
walk away.
I give him big old
Let go, you
smooches and I
monster.
pass them
You
back
want
to their
Kokanee
dad.
kind of leans over and casts freedom of movement on you.
Thank you. I run away.
That's an amazing use of that
And I
spell.
go, darling, save my spell slot. Do you have Death Ward on you today?
Sure. We cast Death Ward on you.
All right,
And I
here
give
we
him
go.
like I give him like a good old nuzzle in.
Oh yeah,
Bye.
it gives you big smooch.
Big smooch.
Big smooch.
And we go to Tiamo.
Immediately post smooch, we zimzalabim over
You
to the
zimzalabim?
hooting flute.
To the
Such a good
hooting
smooch that he
flute.
almost teleports with us, but he doesn't.
I do like the idea if he goes for one last kiss and then he go on. He's like, oh.
Devastating, fucking devastating. So
You
we go up to
arrive
the.
in Tiamo.
I go up to the bartender. Is Snow working?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is Callie here?
No, I haven't seen her.
Shit.
She
Where
was
in
here, and she didn't come visit me.
She told us we're on a bit of a goose chase at the moment, a Callie chase, a wild Asimar chase.
How could you
Um,
be in Tialmo and on a different plane at the same time?
Yes,
I don't know. Maybe you've gone to the way station.
the way station. Point
What's that?
Olio
like-
Triboli. He runs like a big portal place. Goes to all kinds of places.
Portal
It
place.
seems like he would know if anyone.
Sweet. Yeah. Is it that?
Went
Is it
to
this building
place.
in this direction?
Kind of points
Alright.
over to it. Yeah. And you see the kind of large circular building. It's a little ways away from the hooting flute.
Because how
Thanks,
far
Nana.
behind? Like how far behind them are we? A couple hours.
A couple
at least.
hours. Yeah. Oh yeah.
They got up early.
So I look to.
You slept in with your kids.
I did. As we walk over to the way station, I look at Letters and Clack and Finnan. Now, I have a contact in the Abyss who owes me a very large favor.
Do we know that they're in the abyss?
Oh, sorry. No, I don't know that they're in the best. Never mind. Sorry, that's just Emma getting excited. Never mind. We go to the way station first. We go to the way station first.
Yeah, you go to
Sorry,
the
I
way
got
station.
excited.
And you see it's busy, people kind of moving, bustling about. You see the who you assume to be Olio Triboli, kind of a large, rotund man, behind the big desk.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Trimboli? Are you the man?
Tromboli? Did you just call me Tromboli?
Trimboli? I said Trimboli. It's my accent.
Triboli.
Oh, I apologize.
Oh,
I apologize.
boy,
The person,
didn't you read the sign?
the person at the bar gave us the wrong name. I'm so sorry.
What bar?
The
person?
Hoot and Flute. I don't know. There was just a random bartender.
What'd they look like?
They had here, and I disguised
Forgive-
myself as just like a random person that I saw at the bar.
Finnan, you fucking narc. Look, hey man,
I'm
we're
sorry.
Blackwater. We're trying to find a couple of our friends who are on a different plane. We understand they might have come through here. We're just a little worried about them.
Yeah, a lot of people go to different planes around here.
Yeah, no, I hear you're really good at what you do. We're looking for a really sexy redhead,
Gold
fella,
armor.
gold armor, and like
Lots
a
of
really
tattoos.
sexy white-haired, like battle
Asima.
person.
Carried a big fucking sword.
You know, those descriptions sound familiar, but
You get a lot of sexy people through
I
here.
put 10 gold on the desk.
kind of like, yeah.
I put
might
150
need-
gold on the desk.
Yeah, I think I remember where they went. They went to the abyss.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, not many. You remember stuff like that. Not many people go to the abyss.
Did they say why?
Yeah, no, that's none of my business. I don't really care.
Why did they go to the abyss?
I told you, I don't know.
I know. It was a rhetorical question, an exasperated rhetorical question.
I see.
Now I have that conversation. Now I pull them aside. So,
Yeah.
I don't know where they've gone in the abyss or why, in Goddess Grace's name, they would choose to go after Kali has been through there. I've stepped into it. It's an awful place. I have a contact who owes me a very large favor. So
Who's
if
that?
we get... their name is the Stray of Gizagoth.
Okay.
I freed them from the hand of Io. Finnan was there.
Right, yeah, I remember Gizo.
The Stray.
Yeah, that one.
Said
Good.
if I was ever in need, I have... And Neppy pulls out a vial with a drop of his blood in it.
Well, keep that in the back pocket.
Could
'cause
you use
favors-
that? Could you use that as a means to get us to the abyss?
Well, there's a portal right there.
Yeah, I
What
think
can we-
I think our best bet is to just follow their trail. No doubt there'll be wanton destruction given those two, and we catch up with them.
Why
And we
now?
just-
We don't have downtime. I just.
Look, they're gonna have a reason, and they probably have a reason for not telling us. We just have to
Better
trust
be
our friends
A very good
It
reason.
better be fucking good, or else
and
I'm
make sure
done
they're
with them.
okay. Yeah. Look, let's not jump to any conclusions.
No,
we know
no,
where
I'm
they've
just
gone,
worried about them. I'm just worried.
and
why
that's
would
why
they
we're
go
gonna
to
follow
this?
them. We're gonna hop in, follow their trail, catch up with them, make things
What's-
right.
I look back to Triboli. What's the price?
Oh, how many of these? Kind of like, let's see, the little fella coming with you.
Yeah, but he's like kid's price.
Yeah, see a child?
Yeah. Look at him.
Are you a little baby boy? He looks down at Clack.
Yeah, I'm a little baby boy.
Yes, okay. That seems reckless taking a child to the
Tim, why are you so
abyss,
mean
but-
to yourself?
But that's none of my business. Okay,
It's so
that's-
unscrupulous. Oh, he's gonna take a child. That's fine. It's not skin on my back.
That's 3.5. It's gonna be
3.5.
1,750 $50 gold pieces.
I was gonna say,
1,750 gold pieces.
I don't have any dollars on me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's a currency I deal with sometimes from people from another place.
1750.
I also run a currency exchange.
Wait. You saying that? Did you just establish our world in canon?
No.
With Blackwater?
Dollars.
That's dangerous.
No, he said
Tim.
doll hairs from the haunted doll
Yes,
universe.
Yeah. I run a currency exchange too.
1750 sounds good to me.
I can help.
Sweet, no one wants to haggle. Love that. All right, boom, in your fucking hand. Let's go.
Excellent. Follow me. And he takes you up on the thing. He pulls out that big ring and he's like, which one was
Yo,
I
that's a
had it
sick
just
ring, dude.
second ago. Yeah, what do you? Don't look at it. And he puts it back in his robe.
Hey, sorry. Trade secrets, I'm sure.
He goes back up. And he leads you to that same archway and kind of taps on the thing and the portal appears. No, I got a contact on the other side, but he's probably with your friends, so I don't know if he's back yet. You might have to wait a little bit on the other side.
Well, we've got friends in all places, so.
Look, how much trouble could they have possibly gotten up to in a couple hours?
The two
And
of them?
we walk through and allow the scene to transition.
So, we cut back just a little bit as Kali, you and Khale step through the portal into this kind of black stone ruined room. You can see through the cracks and the holes in this, what looks like a small, almost like what was a house at some point, into the kind of twisted sky above is this like kind of dark gray mass of swirling clouds. And you see a figure kind of approach as Oleo's kind of standing with you. And you watch as this kind of hunched figure almost, you can see one of its arms quite a bit larger than the other, kind of curled, almost goat-like horns, kind of comes up to you. It stands probably about, just over 6.5 feet tall. And you can see it's kind of clutching a book under its arm. It sort of looks at you.
Hello.
I'd step forward.
Yes.
Hi. I was wondering if you could help us find someone in the abyss.
Who are you looking for?
We're looking for the Prince of Pleasure.
Oh, yes.
And you watch as he like opens the book, and Triple goes, "Okay, well, this grosses me out, so I'm gonna leave. It's good to see you." And he kind of waves at the creature, who like lifts its small arm and waves at him, kind of like this. And Oleo kind of backs out as the creature kind of looks through this large tome.
Here we go.
And he looks at both of you.
You don't have to hold my hands, but I prefer if you do.
I'd hold his hand.
This is Rocky Horror Picture Show in D&D.
I'd hold his hand.
You take the big hand or the
Scary
little
movie
hand?
too.
I take the little hand.
I'll take the big hand.
strong hand, child.
The large hand is massive, Kali. It like fully engulfs your hand.
So yuck.
And you take the smaller hand, and you kind of watch as he kind of concentrates, his eyes flare, and you kind of feel yourself kind of shift, and you find yourself on a large bridge. You can see this long bridge kind of extends out over a fairly large chasm. And it almost it attaches to what looks like almost like a floating rock. And you realize as you kind of step out, the whole thing is kind of rotating and moving as the island that this bridge is connected to is also untethered. It's not connected to any ground below you. You can see just kind of like swirling rocks moving through, like you can see almost like ripples of purple energy that kind of break through and swirl things around. And again, the sky is kind of swirling, but there is almost like a purplish tint to this whole place. And you can see on the other side of this bridge, this beautiful, like absolutely exquisite castle. It is gorgeous. The architecture is so beautiful, and like every line is perfect. The whole thing just like is so pleasing to look at and stands at such odds with all of the chaos that kind of surrounds you. And as you kind of cross the bridge, the creature kind of like leads you across the bridge and to the large gates, which you can see they're like on the large like black doors of this castle. You can see are carved with gold inlaid, just images of pure debauchery. It is wild. And as you kind of get to the outside, you watch as the doors open and this tall, beautiful figure steps out. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And he extends these kind of long, beautifully manicured hands out and reaches out to both of you.
Is it the prince?
It is the prince.
I'm gonna look at Kali and be like, this was so much easier than I thought it would be, and so much quicker.
Easy.
I'm very happy with how this is progressing.
I'd take
a sense, yeah.
Come. And that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Oh, boy.
We don't have time to fight a vampire, but we do have time.
Listen, I'm
go.
cursed. Okay, I'm trying.
He has
I'm
a problem.
My
You guys have
best.
a problem.
Okay, I tried to
I got
leave a
vampire
note.
problem.
I
okay?
made her call her wife. I'm trying my best.
I gave you breadcrumbs that I knew you'd be able to pick up.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We
Also,
are operating as much as we can within the parameters of our curse.
You guys, this is great. I get to use my favorite sound cues next session.
Yes.
This is all
It's
setting
all
set up for
worth
that.
it. I love that this all came
Oh,
from
God.
a bit of Khale trying to ask ancient elven spirits the best sex moves.
And
And then
because
it
he
led
got
to
into
this.
it with the finger guy.
No, it was
That-
was-
it was
it
the
so like
finger
the
guy.
reason why he
yeah.
talked to
Yeah.
the fuck you
Yeah.
guy was because he tried to use the fucking crystal to communicate with the ancient spirits of the Illyrians about what the old sex
This
moves
was-
had been lost to time.
The forbidden positions was a bit that he yes-anded very largely.
Absolutely.
It was more
And
like a
boy-
yes and here's a novel.
And boy, howdy, here we are. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. From the big serious to the big laughs. That's a Blackwater special. You can know it's been a true Blackwater session when I both laugh, cry, and guffaw in the episode. We are going to go raid. We're going to raid our dear friend Whiskey, who looks like she is playing some Ori and
the Blind Forest.
And the Blind Forest.
Oh, that gave me the rage quit. It's a hard game.
Rage quit.
Rage quit.
So please stick around in an outro screen. Thank you to all of you new first-time viewers who came and joined us tonight. Everyone from all the raids. We are so happy to have you in. Please consider dropping us a follow. If you liked what you've seen tonight, please come hang out with us at all of our amazing D&D content stuff. We are back on Tuesday for a very special episode of DM Roulette, a true Vancouver special, which will be very exciting. And then, of course, back next Saturday for more of this, more of the abyss, and more of this. It's gonna
Fun,
be great.
pleasurable times.
I have
It's
a
a
busy
fun-
streaming schedule next week. Fuck.
You do.
I'm streaming Monday to Saturday.
It's
Yeah,
just like
King.
it's just like the stream drive all over again.
Chase your bliss.
At least this time it's got 15-hour breaks between them.
Yeah, for sure. So please stick around in an outro screen. We will be there, and we are going to head on over to our dear friend Whiskey. So please, one of our mods will drop a raid message of some sort in there. You guys can decide what it is. I don't know. I'm really bad at that kind of stuff. But
Blackwater wants you to be safe.
Blackwater wants you to be safe. But as we do every night, as we end our main campaign,
When a creepy man asks to take your hands.
just make sure you've got your best friends with you, and you
Be
safe.
Does that suggest that we're
Everyone.
not Kali and Khale's best friends?
Apparently not. Good night,
We are
everyone.
cursed.
Bye.
Cursed.